welcome to today's stream! Hello, welcome. Sorry, I had to wait to group up for a little bit longer today just because I forgot that Genshin had another update. And so it is currently updating, that's why we're on the screen right now. But, not to worry, it should be done soon. Hello, Minky! Welcome to the stream, welcome in! How you doing? Oh wait, I didn't let people know on Twitter that I'm live. I will do that right now. So yeah, basically, I'm waiting for Genshin to finish uploading. I thought, well, while we're waiting for that, I'll just talk about a little bit about today, I guess. Or not today, what happened to me over the weekend. I'm good, how are you? I'm doing great. I've been doing absolutely fantastic, except for what happened to me on Sunday. So, I went on a little bit of a trip on Sunday, up into the nature to touch some grass, you know. And I accidentally, well, I was in the middle of cleaning my laundry. And so after the trip, I was like, oh, I need to clean my laundry, and then I need to go out again, like immediately afterwards. Hello, D-State! Hello, Galaxy Gem! Welcome in! I am just telling a little story while I'm waiting for Genshin to update. So basically, I was like in a rush because I had to leave somewhere else immediately after my little trip, and so I was just like, okay, let me just shove all my laundry in, get it going, so by the time I get back, I can like have it dry, whatever. And then as I was leaving my house, I realized I left a packet of gum, like with 3 sticks in it, in the washing machine. Like that thought crossed my mind just as I was leaving, and I was just like, oh, it's probably fine. I don't need to turn around. It'll probably be fine. So I just left it. I just left it there. No, I know. I left it there, and lo and behold, by the time I came back, I opened up the washer. I was ready to stick it into the dryer so that it could dry properly. And there was just pieces of paper and gum literally everywhere. Like, everywhere. It was so bad. Like, I was like, how can I be so stupid? Oh my god. I was like, it'll be fine. It was not fine. Nothing was okay. Gum freaking sucks. It does. So now I'm on a personal vendetta against gum. I'm like, I have to get rid of literally everything. Did the clothes smell minty fresh afterwards? You know what? They actually did smell pretty minty. They didn't smell bad, so at least there's that. But it was very, very annoying. I had to like sit down for like two or 3 hours trying to get the gum out of my clothes as much as I could. And I like, I searched up a bunch of like different methods, or some people helped me out, search up a couple of methods to try to get rid of it. And it was a whole ordeal, but I managed. I managed. So, yeah. I hope your guys' weekend went great though. Don't be like me. Make sure you check all your pockets. Double check, triple check everything before you wash your clothes, because getting gum out of clothing is actually the worst. So don't be like me. Oh, we're so close. Genshin is like 80, almost 90%. So we're on our way. But anyways, I thought I would tell you guys that story as a warning. Don't be like me. Oh god. But besides that, I've been pretty great. As you guys know, this week for streams, today we have Genshin, obviously. But we also, later on, tomorrow, Wednesday, we're doing some good old Danganronpa at 7 p.m. EDT. And then on, I think Saturday, we're doing Ori and the Blind Forest, and during that stream, before that stream, and throughout the stream for anyone who misses it, in the beginning, I'll be telling you guys about a little announcement that I have. Not anything super serious, so don't worry, everything's okay. But I thought I would leave it until then, so those are the things that are coming up. And Genshin, please finish updating. I didn't realize there was a whole big update, but it makes sense. I see Arlecchino on the cover, so I'm actually pretty excited about that. I don't know if we'll get to that in this stream, because I'm pretty behind Archon story-wise, but I'm hoping to catch up soon, so I can know about all the lore that's happening in the main story. There's also lore outside of the main story, but that's stuff I browse through outside of stream. Oh wait, I'm launching the game! Hold on, we're almost there! We are almost there. Oh my goodness. But I've been thinking I'm gonna be doing something special for Halloween, probably. So I've been brainstorming and trying to work on things, and hopefully I'll have something completely ready by then. If not, if I don't have what I'm working on done by Halloween, I'll have another special event. Oh, it's making me log in! No! It's making me log in! Alrighty. Everyone, this might take like 3 more steps, but don't worry, it's fine. Hold on. I'm on my way. You guys might hear some tippy tappies for a second. I don't actually know if my what do you call it? My keyboard picks up on my mic, because I have my suppression on my mic is pretty good. So unless I'm like keyboard smashing, I don't think you guys should pick up on that. Oh, now it's downloading resources. Oh, but it's downloading pretty quick. Okay, we'll be fine. I'll just wait for a little bit more. Oh my goodness. Do I have any other stories to share? How do you guys, like, if you're gonna go to chip snack, what is your favorite chip snack that you guys like? Because for me personally, my favorite chips are the Lay's lime chips. I always call them lemon chips, but they're actually lime chips. And they're my literal favorite. I just ate some before stream while setting things up. But thing is, I love those chips because they're super sour, and I love sour things. And it's just so tasty. It's very good. But you know what I do? I don't just eat the chips. I also douse them in lemon juice to make it even more sour. Because apparently that's just what I do. So I don't know what you guys might think about that, but that's just how I eat my chips. Not all the time. Only when I want like an extra kick of sourness. I like the originals, but lime chips also taste good, right? I can't eat a lot at once though, because then I feel like my teeth are actually dying. But it's good. It's if not lime chips, then my other go-to is Ruffle chips. Because I also like cheese flavored things. Tortilla chips or potato chips? Potato chips. I'm talking about potato chips. Though, if you don't really like potato chips and would prefer tortilla chips, that works too. Honestly. Oh! I do original chips and put lime and pepper in the salsa? Oh, lime and pepper? If I wasn't such a baby with spicy things... Oh, sorry. I like change the screen.
Simple but fun to read.
Hold on, there we go. Paimon was talking. Okay, the game's in! We're in, everyone! We are in. Let me get my, perishables before they go away. Oh my god, so many primo gems. Woo! Okay. What is happening? Why do I have so many things? Oh yeah, guys, I'm at C6 Bennett, so I'm like, I can't unlock C6. That's just not gonna work out for me. The pepper's actually really good. It surprised me. Really? Wait, pepper? Not like spicy pepper, but like just literal pepper. Is that what you're talking about? Just literal pepper. Oh, it's this guy. That's whose banner it is. Okay.
Once there was
No,
a
let me skip.
glorious kingdom established.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna get rid of the little red notifications as much as I can real quick, and then we will continue on the Archon quest. I probably have the returners. Oh wait, what's this? Oh, there's only 5 days. Will I make it? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not gonna make it to day 7. Wait, I'm so sad. What the heck? I'm so sad. Archon quest unlocked. Complete as light rains without reason. So I think that's the next one after the Archon quest that we're on right now.
Everything's in place and they've taken the bait.
Yeah, just regular pepper, like salt and pepper pepper? Not red or chili peppers. Oh, I was thinking like it was like red or chili peppers. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna have to try that out one of these days because that sounds like an
Now
interesting
to start
combination,
reeling them
honestly.
in.
I will. There are some chips that are tomato and chili flavor, not really spicy, but still good. Really? You know, if it's only like the slightest bit of spice, I can handle. But anything more than just slight amount of spice, I actually die. My stomach is so weak when it comes to spicy foods in general. I have such a hard time with those. I don't play Genshin, but I remembered you were a little behind in the story. How far have you caught up in the story? So I'm almost fully caught up in the main story. There's still a lot of the side stories for things that I'm not caught up in. Like, if we're talking about which area of Genshin I really need to catch up in, it's this area. The desert area of Sumeru, which has been out for literal months. I've completed like the main story stuff here, but I need to do a lot of like the main side quests to unlock some things and discover about some things that I haven't done. But main story wise, I'm like, I think 2 mini arcs behind. So right now I am going in front of the opera house for some reason of this area. I'm playing in like what would be considered like the France area of the game.
Looks like that boat we took to Araneas might have been the last one.
Oh, we were trying to catch a ride somewhere. It's the voice again! So, last time when I was playing this, I'm gonna turn up the volume a little bit so you guys can hear characters' voices a little bit more. The last time I was playing this, I was solving like a murder mystery case, and we solved it. Everything was okay. And we found out that the people that we were working with were actually on the side of the bad guys that we've been fighting for like forever. And before all of the murder case stuff happened, at this fountain, we could hear a voice just talking about random things. And we're still not like fully sure what's going on, but it's talking again. So that's interesting. I don't know who Vache is.
Looks like we're back here again.
Let me know if the character voices are too loud, by the way.
Are you hearing voices again?
Yes, I am, actually.
That's kind of spooky. Are you sure we don't want to come back in the morning?
No, that's probably fine.
Vache!
Who is Vache?
Hey, why are you still walking towards it?
I thought Paimon
might be
could hear the
something
voice
nasty in
too,
the
but
water.
I guess she can't. She can't hear the voice. I do restaurant chips because I'm not good in the kitchen, like making chips. I don't make chips. I just eat regular potato chips. Let's see. I can feel strong emotions.
Huh? Hang on. Paimon can kind of hear a voice. It's calling for Vache, right?
Oh!
Hey, traveler! Stop walking!
Think I'm caught in a trance. Uh-oh. Not again. Where am I going? It's an Oceanid. Where's this?
Vache! Are you my dear Vache?
I'm sorry to break it to you, but no, I am Not in fact your
No,
dear
wait.
Vache.
You seem to be someone else. Do you know Vache? Do you know where my love is?
Oh, your lover. I'm afraid not.
Wait. Who am I? I'm very sorry. I fear I do not know. My memories feel like they have been washed away like a flood. So many fragments dissolved amidst the tide, never to be recovered.
If this person's an Oceanid, maybe they were a citizen of Fontaine who passed away in water somewhere. And now this person's soul is just within this spiritual, like spirit-filled, not spirit, what's it called? Energy-filled fragment?
How much have I lost?
A lot of things,
How
probably,
many
though.
things that I once held dear while on land have I since forgotten?
You were once human? Come on, traveler. You've met, like, multiple of these creatures before. How do you not know?
Yes, that is what I was once. But now, I am but the consciousness of one who is lost, therefore.
Yeah. You lost your form.
I do
See,
not
I
know
knew
how
it.
I came to be like this
I don't
either.
know if they're specifically from Fontaine.
I only
though.
vaguely remember being covered in light blue water, and then all grew dim.
Oh! Could she be one of the girls who were dissolved? Okay. So, to catch up people who are not up to speed with this, during the murder case, we realized that, everything was, like, a setup to test out this, like, magic, like, water potion thing, that when it splashed on someone who is from this specific area of the Genshin world, which is Fontaine, if someone is splashed with that water, then they dissolve into water. And there was a series of missing girls who, like, no one could find. They weren't sure where they went. And it turns out that these people who are trying to, like, test out their experiment was using it on just random girls throughout the city and dissolving them with this magic potion. Which is very unfortunate. And the traveler in this game is assuming that this creature here is one of those girls who got dissolved.
I also remember going to many places. I loved adventure, loved exploring places of peril. No matter where I went, Vache would go with me. I knew how dearly he loved me. And I also loved him equally as much.
No!
But now, we can no longer go back. The pain of such parting. I never knew how heavy it could be.
Wonder how she ended up at this fountain. So, you need me to find him?
No! Our reunion no longer has any meaning. There is no way for us to create any new memories. The thought of me gives him no succor. So let it lie forgotten beneath the waters. If you meet Vache, tell him not to look for me. Tell him to move on. That is the only thing I still remember.
Wonder if that's what this quest will be about. Finding this person. I believe it'll be hard for him to forget you.
Perhaps that is so. As I was submerged in the waters, losing consciousness, I saw Vache above the surface. His eyes were filled with such sorrow, such longing.
What if... I don't want to think wrong about this, but what if this Vache person ended up betraying whatever spirit this is?
If only I
Like,
could
what if
have
that's what we end up
comforted
finding out in the end? Oh
told him
gosh.
that I did not suffer. Indeed, I had felt a great warmth.
That means Vache was a witness to the fact that you dissolved?
Is that what you call it? Dissolving? If anything, I consider it a form of release.
Huh.
It was a state of neither fear nor frenzy, with only an endless peace, like the water's still surface. I could also liken it to being a thirsty person who drinks water for the first time, and only then sees how they have lived for so long in a world of endless want and anxiety.
Interesting. Okay. It seems that after the body is dissolved, some measure of consciousness still remains.
I think I hear your companion. It's time for you to go, I think.
Alright, I wonder how much time has passed from reality.
Farewell, then. I am glad that you were able to sense my presence. Remember, if you see Vacher, tell him not to seek me out any longer.
I wonder if this is the part of the story where we will go more in depth about the whole rumor that's going around. Wait. Oh, wait, whoa. Why am I waking up in the middle of a battle? Hello? What is happening? I thought this was supposed to be a chill stream. Okay, let's slay Navia. Don't worry, I got you.
Dear God, it's a whole army of Gardamex.
Wait, aren't these the machines that guard doors? Wait a second.
Rand?
I thought that was the person who was next to the Archon. Oh, she's helping us. Okay. Get him!
Quick, now's our chance!
Get him! Sheesh! Crazy. This music though! Holy crap! Oh my god. That's some fighting prowess right there. So like, what happened while I was passed out?
I should thank you for lending us your sword there, Clorand. But before I do so, could you explain how you managed to show up here?
Could you explain why you were fighting those robots? That's my question.
I followed you. It seemed to me that danger has followed you more closely as of late.
I believe that following someone without their knowledge is actually called stalking, is it not?
Oh my god.
Mr. Callus's last wish was for me to ensure your safety, and I will not betray his trust. He would do the same, were he alive today.
Do not speak of my father!
Oh, so that's okay.
Sorry, demoiselle. I was not strong enough.
Thank you for your aid, Miss Clorand, but do keep an eye out for your manner of speech. I believe we all wish to avoid unnecessary emotional harm.
Sorry, I
True.
did not consider your feelings.
Whatever. What else do you know? How did you come to the conclusion that I'd be in grave danger?
Hey, were those robots after Navia?
I doubt I know much more than you, but I believe that the mastermind behind the serial disappearances is very powerful.
Oh.
Your performance tonight will almost certainly attract their attention.
Uh-oh.
I'm sure they've known about me.
You know, Chlorine has
To
some
be honest,
interesting
I'm
looking
shocked
eyes.
it's taken them this long to act against me.
They don't seem quite human, so I'm wondering if she's not fully human.
And what about these Gardamex? I thought only those associated with the Maison Gardiennage could control them.
None of these mecha have serial numbers. I was sure to check a moment ago. They are not the ones used by the authorities to enforce the law.
Like her pupils is what catches my attention.
I can only conclude
But
that
maybe that's
some
just
powerful or
Genshin.
wealthy party must have obtained them via illegal means,
Different eyes.
deploying them as a private
Shapes,
force of
I don't know.
sorts.
What? Your point being that they're out of Spina di Rosula's league, then?
Yes. Be careful. and do not act rashly.
I will continue investigating no matter what. We will bring the truth to light. That's my father's true last wish.
Spina de Rosula is like the company that she leads, I guess. I don't know if company is the right word
Regardless,
for it though.
Thank you for your help today, Clarand. But if you get any ideas, tell me first. I don't much appreciate being followed.
I do not think that they'll strike again anytime soon. So I shall stop following you. Good day, all.
Good day.
Right. I suppose that's the best news we've gotten today.
I guess.
Demoiselle, I believe that Miss Clorand was being sincere with you. If we tried, we could attempt to thaw relations a little.
I know, I just... She's...
So like, what just happened?
Thank goodness! Paimon thought we
Oh my
were
god.
done for.
Not me waking up in the middle of all
Those
that.
Gardamex came out of nowhere while you were unconscious, and Nadia and her gang saved us!
Do you think they were trying to get me then?
Oh,
Or the
and
Traveler?
there was that champion duelist named Clorand who came out to save us too! We got lucky there. Paimon probably couldn't have fought them off otherwise.
Thanks for the rescue, Navia.
Oh, come now. Forget all that polite talk. That wasn't really a farewell meal we had back there. Not for me, anyway. In truth, I hope that every meal we have together shall be a victory feast.
You kind of broke your wallet that last time we had a victory feast, though.
As such,
Because of
we're
Paimon.
still partners. There's no need to thank me.
It will take 50 years for me to match Demoiselle's magnanimity.
That is a very precise time, my guy.
If it were me, I would have joined the Spina di Rosula on account of her goodwill long ago.
All right, you two. That's enough.
Actually, Navia, how did you know that we were in danger? You sure did show up in the nick of time.
She was probably tracing them,
Well,
honestly.
to be honest, you're the one who tipped us off, Paimon.
Huh? Really? Paimon contributed somehow?
Girl.
Cool, Paimon's even more amazing than she thought!
Yes, all thanks to you grabbing my drink by mistake.
What? Did she really
how
just
did
leave
that
her
happen?
unconscious body just laying there and went to go get food?
After we parted ways, I was on the way back to one of our bases when I suddenly thought of what you said.
Oh, it's, oh my gosh. Okay, I forgot. So this is like immediately after what happened in the last section of the Archon quest, where we had a dinner with her and then we were walking off. And I guess while we were walking off to head back to wherever we were staying, that's where the whole thing with the fountain happened, and then the attack afterwards.
That the Fonta tasted kind of salty and icky?
That is strange. Taste is strange as well, but I couldn't be sure.
Fonta only comes in sweet flavors. So how could it have tasted salty? The color of the drink, if I recall, had also been a bit off.
Oh god, were they spiked?
So the Fonta had been spiked with water from the primordial sea?
That's crazy.
Yes. So if you hadn't drunk that cup for me...
Oh my god, and it didn't affect the Traveler because the Traveler isn't from Fontaine.
Spina di Rosula is preparing the grandest of awards for you as we speak for saving the boss.
Crazy.
Huh.
They were trying to get to Navia. Fortunately, Paimon, neither of us are from Fontaine.
I sent people to Hotel de Boer to investigate.
Otherwise, it would have been
But
dissolved
whoever
into water.
did this left no trace at all. That's when I figured out that you might be in danger, and hurried here as quickly as I could.
That makes sense. Okay.
Why would they go after us too? All we did was defend Linny in court and help clear his name.
It's because you guys
Now
caught
we're
on
caught
to
up in
their
this mess too, aren't we?
their whole scheme with the primordial water.
Well, you did foil a plan that they were probably pretty proud of, and almost got their name in the process.
Exactly.
Speaking of which, did anything strange happen when you drank the primordial seawater?
We got connected to someone who passed away.
Well, it can't be coincidence that the Traveler fainted just now. She said that she heard that voice calling for Vache again. Oh, and this time Paimon heard it too. But It was real
Interesting.
faint. Does this situation have to do with the primordial seawater then?
According to Lynette, the ability to hear voices like that has to do with one's sensitivity to the hydro element.
Does that mean the primordial seawater raises someone's sensitivity to hydro when it's used on people who are not from Fontaine?
I guess so.
That doesn't sound like too much of a bad thing, to be honest.
I also gained some new intel.
New intel? While you were out cold?
Yeah, I wasn't just dreaming, I think.
Well, let's hear it, shall we?
Alright, so the voice in the fountain belonged to one of the missing women. A person named Vachier was a witness when she dissolved.
Oh, that is important.
So if we can find this Vachier person, we might find a lead of some sort. Tell everyone about what happened while you were connected to the Oceanid's
Vachier.
consciousness.
That name doesn't ring a bell. I suppose he hasn't stepped forward as a witness in court lately. Since he saw that young woman dissolve, he was at least at the crime scene.
Or a part of the crime itself.
But he never gave testimony or any information regarding people dissolving in the primordial seawater. Could he have been threatened?
If he's even alive, too.
Yes, thank you.
You should search for
This
him.
is very important information indeed. We will continue to investigate.
Alright, partner.
Oh, you mean you'll help us investigate?
That's right, I'm in.
Well, you did say that our farewell meal didn't really count. That means we're still partners, right?
Let us become besties once more, as they say.
And besides, we're in this now whether we like it or not. You're not gonna let those people who targeted us get off the hook so easily, are you, Traveler?
Messing with us will cost them big time. We're gonna
Demoiselle,
find out
do
all their
try
secrets.
not to look quite so pleased.
There hasn't been
You
any
are the
mysterious
face of
case that we
Spina
haven't been able to
Dirasula,
face
after
off with.
all.
You talk too much. Well, in that case, let's head back to one of
She's
our
happy
bases,
that
shall
she's
we?
made some
I'll arrange
friends. Come
accommodations
on.
for you. We also have some plans to go over, and hopefully we can deepen our bonds as partners. But we'll take that one step at a time, I guess.
Don't worry, you two. With us around, our base is definitely secure.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? Alrighty. Sorry, I was taking a quick look at something. Okay, where do we have to go? Back to the main area. Which, the only teleportation waypoint that I have closest to it is that one. Oh wait, unless... Oh yeah. I really need to continue unlocking teleportation waypoints for this area. Because now I'm so far away. I will get there eventually. I hope. Whoa, this device looks so pretty. Looks like it has like a nice sky in it. Oh, I forgot how much I love the OST of this area. Let's go, Jazz. I'm on my way. Hold on, before I want to keep listening to the
It's right up ahead, but let's make sure we weren't followed first.
I've been keeping watch, Demoiselle. I haven't spotted anyone suspicious thus far.
Thank
Very
you.
good. But
Silver?
let's not
Is
let
that
our
what that
guard
guy's
down for
name
now.
is? Thank you, Silver.
I shall find rooms for our respected guests.
Thank you, Malus. Now, let's continue, Traveler.
Where are we going? Wait, is this not the right area? No, it is. Ooh. I don't think I should be in here. Wait, did I go in the wrong direction? Hold on. No? Is it down here? Port of Fontaine? Oh, what? Wait, I might be going in. Ah, no! Wow. Where am I? Who am I? What is this? I supposed to be here? I don't know. Where are you? There's a lot of random people down here. Interesting. X to doubt? Wait! I'm confused. Where am I? No, look! The area on the map looks like it's right where we're supposed to go. Hold on. There's not even a cat down here. Cute! Oh? Is there a whole underground city? No, see, I am in the right spot. Land of corroded shadows and tainted currents. This is what this place is called. That is one fancy name. Wait, this is cool. What the heck? I didn't know there was a whole underground place. That's crazy. That's where she lives? Oh my god. Okay. Hey, what's on here? Oh yeah, it definitely seems like her domain. Crazy. They just have us down here and no one knows?
So, this is your base? It's not quite what Paimon imagined.
Oh my god, the voice echoes.
Your accommodations have been arranged. Under the present circumstances, I can confidently say it's the best we have.
Well, so much for my expectations. She seemed like such a rich person that I guess they were expecting like a really fancy mansion or something.
Well, our funds have been a little tight lately.
And yet you treated us to such an expensive meal? Oh my.
After all, we don't allow illegal or unethical profiteering. In fact, our funds often come from citizenry who support us.
Interesting.
Seems like it's tough times for everyone. But if you have the support of the people, that does sound like it's worth it.
To be honest, our financial situation was a lot better back when my father was in charge a few years ago. I'm afraid I'm not quite his equal.
Or maybe you're more morally on the good side of things than your father was.
Your father... He was the previous boss of Spina di Rosula, right? How did he...
Demoiselle, if you'll allow me to explain.
No. I'll explain it myself.
Paimon, stop asking about why people are dead when she
forever.
literally didn't want to talk about it earlier.
As partners, this is something I hope they can understand. My father's name is Callus. Yes, the same one they call Callus the Unfaithful in the streets.
Sad piano music.
3 years ago, he was accused of murdering his own friend. But he chose a duel to defend his honor instead of standing
Oops,
trial.
sorry, I accidentally lowered
He died
the volume
in a
too much.
duelist ring.
In a duelist ring? Oh.
Oh no.
But I do not believe my father was a murderer. I'm sure he was set up. At the time, I believed that if he only stood trial and was duly investigated, something amiss would crop up and prove his innocence. But strangely, he not only requested the duel himself, but rumor has it that even after being seriously injured, to the point where he could be deemed as having lost the duel, he refused to surrender, determined to die in the arena.
Are you sure your father wasn't guilty? Might have been. A little bit guilty. Just a little bit.
3 years later, I still don't understand why he did that.
Maybe there was something he was trying to protect. I don't know.
How could he protect his honor if he's dead?
Like,
if anything,
Is someone
he gave up
threaten
his
him?
chance to defend himself.
it does seem quite odd. He was probably being like blackmailed or something.
The closest piece of info I have is that my father had been investigating the serial disappearances case at the time of his death.
Yeah, he was probably
so
blackmailed.
that's why you're so determined to get to the bottom of that case.
That's right. I've also tried to investigate the murder my father was implicated in, but I haven't found a single new clue in my countless reviews of the investigation records. However, I believe that if the murder case is related to those behind the disappearances, they must know something. I must know what really happened. Was my father coerced? Framed? Even if he really did kill his friend, I must get to the truth.
We must get to the bottom of this case. No resting, no stopping until we do.
If only he'd been more open with me when he was still alive. He even hid the fact that my mother died due to complications when giving birth to me.
Dang, he really did not want to tell you anything.
And now,
Probably because,
here
like,
I am
he wanted to
investigating his
keep
death.
his daughter happy.
You really are a handful, aren't you, Papa?
Seeking the truth for the sake of your family. Doesn't that sound like very, very, very familiar? Traveler. Exactly like your case. You know, we're quite alike in this regard.
Demoiselle, please. If there is anything I can do, anything at all.
Like how her twin brother refuses to say
I
anything.
also will never believe that Master Callus murdered anyone.
He's like, the time will
There are
come
none
when you will
whom
know.
I respect more than the two of you, Demoiselle. Master Callus did so much good in life, yet all it took was one murder case for him to be dubbed Callus the Unfaithful.
Tragic, truly.
Even our supporters decreased greatly due to that incident, hence our strained finances at present.
Wait, if Callus was such a good man, wouldn't people at least be a little suspicious when he was accused?
Take a look around you, Paimon. Do you really think that someone who is an upstanding citizen?
No. Perhaps people just revel in that kind of drama. It's
Just
not
kidding.
something exclusive
I don't know. I
to
just feel
people
like
from
this whole
Fontaine,
underground
really.
thing
Everyone's like that.
would be like an
People
area
love watching
where it's
the evil
not the
turn
most
over a
morally
new leaf.
conscious of places.
But they also enjoy watching good people fall into an abyss from one slip-up just as much.
But how could...
But what she's saying is also true.
Never mind. If Callus was really falsely
A prime
accused,
example of that
they
is
had to
people on
find the
Twitter.
truth. He didn't deserve to have that happen to him.
Her saying dueling arena made me have flashbacks to Yu-Gi-Oh! Really? Dueling arena, you know, when I think about dueling arena, for some reason the first thing that pops into my mind is Beyblades. If you guys know what those are.
There is
Like
one
little
other thing.
circular space.
Master
spaces
Callus's
you would
opponent in the duel
like duel with those.
was Ms. Clorand.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Oh, her? Well, then, isn't that as good as saying that she was the one who killed him?
Her dad? Oh. No wonder the mood was a little strange between the two of you. So the person they're talking about is that purple blue woman that showed up earlier in the battle
That's
cutscene.
not the sort of thing that you can just let go and move on from.
Ms. Clorand has always placed great emphasis on the honorable nature of the duel. If her opponent doesn't yield, she will not stop either.
I wonder how many people she's ended up killing like that.
She knew Master Callus beforehand and greatly respected him, but seeing how he was resolute in the arena, there was only ever one choice she could have made.
True.
It's not that I don't understand her at all, but I just can't deal with this yet.
Don't worry, Navia. Paimon knows how you feel. You don't have to force yourself to do that.
Girl, you're the one who asked the question in the first place.
Afterward,
It
Ms.
made her talk
Clorand
about
told
the
us
whole
that
incident.
at the start of the duel, Master Callus requested that she ensure Demoiselle Navia's safety.
Oh. And that indicates that he intended to die in the duel.
Yes, that is our understanding as well.
Maybe because of that very same reason. That if he didn't die in the duel, then something would happen to Navia.
Oh, Papa. What madness drove you to ask the person who killed you to take care of me?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, that's the information I wanted to share with you. Even if it did sound like I was just complaining towards the end.
No, it's alright. I understand how important this is to you.
Thanks. You two should go and rest. This was quite a day after all.
Yeah, that was crazy. What the heck?
Paimon's feet.
Please, relax and get some sleep. We will ensure you rest soundly.
Please and thank you. Last time I slept in a strange area. Wasn't Honkai Impact. And the next morning I was surrounded by freaking guards everywhere. Okay. Peaceful night passes under the Spina de la Rosa's protection.
Paimon slept so well. This place feels almost too safe. Huh? Navia? Where did the other two go?
I sent them back to Poisson. It's Spina de Rosula's place of origin, and where we have our headquarters. There's not much for them to do here at the moment.
Oh, poisson.
Paimon gets the feeling that you're just trying
It's
to
literally
get them
just
off your
fish
back.
in French.
But never mind that. When did you get back? Were you waiting here the whole time?
No, I just returned after going out for a while. I did some investigating yesterday regarding the name Vache.
Wait, so you didn't sleep at all?
How could I after having such critical new evidence
Ah,
appear?
yes. A fellow night owl. Me too, though.
Guess Paimon wasn't speaking for everyone
Sometimes
just now, huh?
sleep is not it.
Unfortunately, this name seems to have been wiped from existence. It doesn't seem to have a match anywhere.
Really? That makes the whole thing, like the whole case, even more suspicious.
I suspect that those behind this have already taken steps to hinder an investigation from this angle.
They're very
But
thorough. Holy.
that does prove that this Vache person is a key witness in the incident.
Does that mean we're too late, though?
Maybe not. I feel like even if they still use that as a lead to see if there's anyone who might have gone under the name of Vache and then like switched for some reason.
No. There is one ray of hope. One place in Fontaine that they would find almost impossible to threaten, no matter how much they wanted to. And that is the archives kept by Chief Justice Neuvillette.
Oh.
A place where detailed files on all the cases in recent years are kept. If the Oceanid you met is one of the young women who went missing recently,
Wait, is it not
we
pronounced
should be able to
Oceanid?
find some related information there.
Have I like just have I just been mispronouncing that this whole time?
So Neuvillette maintains an archive of case files? Whew. Guess that's the hard-working Chief Justice for you. In that case, let's go talk to him, shall we?
It's Monsieur Nouvelet. I wish I
Aren't
had
you
kept up
coming
with my
along,
French a
Nadia?
little bit.
Did you get tired?
I did learn a little bit, but I don't remember much, honestly.
No, it's nothing. Let's go see the Honorable Chief Justice.
Let us go see the old man. Woohoo! Oh, I was like, where am I going? Okay, back through the very, very sketchy tunnels. Yeah, this way. At least we unlocked the waypoint in the process of coming down here, so that's a plus. Can I just teleport? Yeah, I'll just teleport. If I can.
The palais is right up ahead. Come on.
Wait, before we go in. Okay. Just had to double check. We're back here again! The fancy place! Woo! Is that where his office is?
Please state your business here. The Chief Justice is presently occupied with official matters.
Official matters.
Huh.
Does he
This
take
place
walk-ins?
does look pretty heavily guarded.
Walk-in,
Guess that
appointments?
proves that Neuvillette's files are really secure.
Well, the fact that you guys were able to get in that far, I don't know about super secure.
Hey, don't you recognize us?
Huh? Who are you? Just to be clear, I don't care who you are or who you might be related to. Our rules make no exceptions.
And those rules are...
See? They've got great discipline, too.
Yep. Paimon can tell.
Like, if they, like, got distracted for some reason. Anyone could sneak in, I
If
feel like.
you're here just to crack jokes, I can point you towards the exit.
No!
Unlike some, we're busy. So
No,
please
we're
leave if you
here
don't have a reason
for
to
a
be here.
very, very important reason. Trust me.
No. What I meant, trial of the great magician Linny.
I also thought I was pronounced that way, lol. Oh, okay. So I wasn't the only one who was thinking that.
Yes,
Good
I
to
remember.
know.
I read about it in the Steambird. You must be Linny's attorneys. It's all coming back to me now.
Yes, we
We're here
were
today
the
to report and
attorneys.
archive some information on a follow-up case.
Huh. Is that even a thing?
Source, dude, trust me.
Of course. Don't worry. We're here on official business. You can trust us.
We're literally that meme right now.
All right then, I'll let you through. The Chief Justice is just inside.
What the heck, wasn't he doing something important just like a second ago?
Ah, thanks so much.
We were just saying that just to say it. Hello? How rude. But we can go in now, so you know what? If it works, it works.
Please come in.
Yeah. Oh, that is. I am so sorry. This is just how I come in with fashion. Oh my god, this is a huge room. I didn't think it was gonna be so big. Look, it's Mr. Oldman.
Sorry to barge in, Monsieur Nervalet. We only lied to get in because we didn't know any other way.
It's all right. Please let me know how I may be of assistance to you.
So you're not mad at us?
Well, we haven't really done anything yet.
We're looking for a man called Vache. He may have been an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case. If we can find him, we may be able to unearth some key information on the case.
Ah, I see. In that case, please wait here a moment while I browse through the files.
There's no way there's not at least one person who's named Vache, you know? Like, there has to be at least one. At least.
Who knew that Nervalet
If not,
would
a
be
couple.
so easy to talk to?
Well, he has no reason not to talk to you guys. Those flowers are pretty. What are those called? Super pretty. Tick, tock, tock.
Unfortunately,
Nothing? Seriously?
I'm quite certain that no one by the name of Vache has been involved in any case, criminal or civil, in the past several years.
Okay, how about we disregard the whole criminal case thing and just search up people in Fontaine that go by that name?
There are no records of him either in the files or in my memory.
There's no way! Maybe Vache was just like a false name. So we're back to square one.
Traveler, what if
Rip.
it was really just a dream?
No.
Is that
Can't
so?
be.
All right then. Thank you so much, Monsieur Neuvillette. We'll take our leave now.
Ahem.
Why was he a hemming? What does that mean?
Miss Navia, I can understand how you feel. Your father, Callus, was a truly exceptional man.
Why is
We
everyone
deeply
talking
regret
about
his
her
passing.
dad?
And what
It's like
are you
they're
trying
all
to
rubbing
say,
salt into
Monsieur
her wounds.
Neuvillette? Are you trying to console me? Extend your sympathy? Or just express some tendril of regret?
I wonder, like, how long ago it's been since he's passed away.
No. You are not trying to do any of that. I can hear it in your voice. There's no emotion behind your words. You only said those things because you felt like you should.
Ooh. What? Was she wrong?
It's just like last time. After my father took his place in the duelist ring, I pushed through the guards to talk to you as a last resort. You even told me then that you thought there was something fishy with the case, yet you still allowed the duel to go ahead. In your eyes, the value of a human life is nothing compared to those cold laws you hold so dear.
Oh!
If you truly regret my father's death,
She's crying!
then why didn't you call a stop to the duel? Why didn't you give me the power to stop him from throwing his life away? Why did you just let him die, despised and hated by all?
Because that's what your father wanted.
Everything
Probably
was hanging on a thread at that moment. Just the tiniest effort could have changed everything. There are still so many things I never got to tell him. So many questions he still owes me answers to. If you really have no heart, then just look me in the eyes. I, Navia, will show you the true meaning of regret.
I'm sorry, Miss Navia.
You and my father are truly alike. You keep all kinds of things in your heart and never say a word to anyone.
Oh my gosh, you're really digging at him.
It's not so much that you can't feel, but that you would never express anything.
Are you sure?
Oh well.
Are you sure about that?
In any case, everyone already knows full well the apathy of the Chief Justice.
Oh my god. She's just taking it out on him at this point.
My apologies for taking my emotions
Oh.
out on you, Monsieur Chief Justice.
She even admits it! Oh my
Let's
god.
go, Traveler and Paimon.
She even admitted it. Well, at least she knows. At least she realizes what's happening. Because most people do not realize what they're doing to others. I need to like
Navia, are you okay?
find the OST for Fontaine because it is so pretty.
I'm fine.
I don't think she's fine.
Rain. It's raining.
Yes, it is indeed raining.
You're right. Wasn't it still sunny when we went into the building? And there shouldn't be any active trials today. How strange.
That's Europe for ya.
Now that I think of it, on the day my father was convicted of murder, it was also raining.
Maybe the rain isn't as spontaneous as it might seem.
What is it? Did you think of something?
Your father's case, was he outside when it happened?
Yeah, he was outside. It was uncovered and the rain could fall there. Why? Do you think the rain could have affected the crime scene?
Oh, most definitely.
That thought has occurred to us before. We've even expanded the search area to try to account for that, but didn't find anything of value.
But there was something you didn't know at the time.
Oh? Wait. You don't mean...
Yes, the fact that people can be turned into water! Like gasp.
So you're saying that the true murderer could have been turned into water? And then got washed away with the rain?
The murderer turned into water? Bro, what if the spirit that we found was actually Navia's dead mother? Wouldn't that be a wild twist of events? I highly doubt it since, you know, her father told her that her mother passed away when she was born. But that would be like the biggest plot twist.
Yeah, and if that's what had happened, then no one would have believed your dad, even if he explained what he saw to the authorities.
Oh, crap.
I really think I found a true genius for a
No,
partner.
and that did end up happening in our case too.
You're completely right. How did I not connect the dots earlier?
Where one of the people that were involved in setting up the crime scene was like about to tell the truth, but then they dissolved into water.
All right, let's
Before
go to
they
Poisson.
could.
With this new lead in mind, we'll get to the bottom of my father's case for sure.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're gonna make progress for sure this time.
Do you want to go with me now? Or do you want to head over by yourself later?
Yes? We should go while the idea's still fresh. Also, by the way, before I continue going, if you guys feel like you're like way behind in terms of me reacting to any comments that you're sending, and like if you feel like there's a super big delay between me reacting to a comment you send, it's probably because you are behind the stream, and the fastest way to catch up to the stream, because like I will always be like a few seconds behind, but usually it shouldn't be minutes behind. I'll usually be a few seconds behind, but from when you send a comment and when I respond to it. But basically, if you feel like it's like the time between me responding to things is like super long, then something that you can do is go to your YouTube settings and like on the video, click on that and just have the playback speed at 2 times speed until it catches up to where we are currently in the stream. So that's something that you guys can try out if you need to. Anyways, we should go while the idea is still fresh.
Great. Let's go then.
Let us go. Let us investigate. We might find more clues than we ever have before. Oh, I hear monsters. Where are we? Bro, we're at Poisson! Okay, I need to find, while we're here, I think I will unlock some of the teleportation waypoints around here. Probably? Alright. Big bird? Does this bird attack me? No, it just flies away. What is this? What is this? Enter? Oh, fancy. Wait, where am I going? Oh, it just takes me back up. Okay, good to know. Sad music. Oh no. Gets even more underground places. Right.
Whoa! What a huge ship!
I did not even notice there was a ship there. Holy crap.
Anchored at a place like this?
Water levels might have been different back then.
There's no need to be so surprised. While it may look like a ship, it's actually Spina di Rosula's headquarters.
Oh, no wonder
it's
it's
the one who
underground.
asked for it to be built like this. Perhaps our taste in exterior design is the only thing we occasionally had in common.
Living as pirates while not being out at sea.
A gigantic and glamorous ship embodies discovery, opportunity, ambition, and conquest. It symbolizes Spina di Rosula's bright and limitless future.
I think I'm starting to get why you like it.
And Paimon thought you were bluffing when you said Spina di Rosula had a glorious past.
It must have, for sure.
Paimon was confused why a group
Better
with such a
able to
history
build a
would live in the
whole
sewers.
fancy ship in the middle of nowhere.
But now that Paimon has seen this ship for herself, she's been convinced.
Well, Poisson is where Spina di Rosula began, after all.
I love
It's
how
our
it's just
main
named
base,
fish.
our home.
Poisson. Kind of like poisson. But it's poisson. Alright, let us go to this ship. Go, go, go! You know, I really like the Fontaine area because it feels so, like, steampunky, and I absolutely love steampunk. I don't know why my voice changed right then, but it did. We'll just roll with it. What I meant to pull up was the map so that I can get the next teleportation waypoint. Or maybe not. Everyone, make way! I'm going into the ship. Bam, 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 bam. This away, and then this away, and then... Oh, hello!
Maloose, we're back!
Apologies for the wait, demoiselle, and our most important partners. You said before that you still had some business at the court. What brings you back to Poisson so quickly?
About that. It's because my partner here reminded me of something really important. You see, what if my father's case had something to do with water from the primordial sea?
Yeah!
You still remember, right, Maloose? On that night, it was raining?
On that night.
Yes, the case was quite similar to that of Mr. Linney's. Both were what you'd call impossible murders.
Impossible? The mastermind be the same person? Most likely, if it is in fact, you know, connected to the water disappearances.
Could you tell us a bit more about what happened before?
Yeah, of course. Many years ago, something called synth began to gain popularity in Poisson. At a glance, it was a kind of drink that could excite your mood and produce many pleasant hallucinations.
Pleasant?
Wait! Didn't
That
that
doesn't
guy
sound.
who turned into water also mention that the primordial water could be used to produce some kind of potion?
Yes,
Yeah,
he
I
did.
thought it was a potion at first.
Considering what we know now, it's almost certain that synth is created using water from the primordial sea.
Crazy.
If you drink
Is
synth
it
for
still
an
around?
extended amount of time, you'll suffer many side effects, such as losing the ability to focus or control your emotions.
Huh.
And if you were to stop drinking it completely, you'll experience flashes of paranoia and anxiety while lacking energy to do anything. It's an extremely dangerous substance. As he oversaw Poisson, my father was compelled to put a stop to synth abuse and called for a complete ban of it.
Boss's uncompromising attitude incurred the synth vendor's wrath, but no matter how much they threatened or bribed him, he refused to yield. Not only that, Boss became determined to find the mastermind behind the synth operation and put an end to the problem once and for all.
Was he able
Yes.
to?
But the enemy was very cunning. So he could never get anything out of the dealers, all of whom only sold the stuff and weren't privy to the rest of the operation.
Interesting.
Recognizing that, my father decided to contact the dealers in secret and cultivate personal relationships with them. Finally, he was able to convince someone to become his informant.
OMG.
The man's name was Jacques.
That's crazy.
He felt greatly ashamed about his work after seeing many families destroyed by synth abuse. That night, my father hosted a banquet at his countryside estate. He planned to meet up and exchange information with Jacques over some food.
And then?
But then, we heard 2 gunshots from the
Oh,
courtyard.
is Jacques the person who
We
died?
raced to the scene and found my father, still holding a gun, and Jacques, who was already dead on the ground.
You guys heard 2 gunshots?
That happened. Aren't they on the same side?
Was it not Patsy done on
Sounds
Jacques?
just like Lenny's case, doesn't it? In both cases, the culprit seemed obvious, but neither appeared to have any motive at all. Looking back on it, though, I now believe the most important clue was something we all overlooked at the time. There were pieces of clothing left at the scene.
Oh, just like how what we found in the last murder case. So they could have belonged to someone who got dissolved?
Precisely. It's all thanks to
Crazy.
you that I made the connection
Actually.
now. Back then, we all just thought they were some costumes that Jacques used to disguise himself at the banquet. But, considering it now, it's almost certain that they belong to a third person at the scene. With one extra person, we'll also need to reconsider why the 2 shots were fired.
Probably because her dad was probably trying to shoot the person who was trying to murder Jacques. And the person who dissolved in water, the actual murder, tried to murder Jacques, succeeded, but in the process, her father was probably trying to defend the person who got murdered. And then, in the end, the murderer got away with it. It's also possible that the third person was to blame.
You're right. We still don't know what happened. But my intuition tells me that we're on the right track to figuring it all out. I'm finally headed towards the truth.
Hopefully.
Jacques was an
Hopefully this
empathetic
will lead
man
us
who was infinitely
right
remorseful
track.
for his past actions. It's unlikely that he turned on Boss with 0 warning.
Exactly.
I think this third person is probably the key to the full truth. On that note, however,
So maybe
even though this
the
will
person
not
we should
please
be
you,
investigating is
Demoiselle,
Jacques.
as you're and your father's butler, I must still offer a word of warning. Our opponent
Sad
is
Panana
insidious
music
and
returns.
cruel. They are extremely difficult to deal with, and Boss has already lost his life trying to bring them to justice. Even though Spina de Rosula has lost most of its former glory, Poisson has welcomed a new time of peace, and we have been allowed to live out our lives. There is no need to follow your father's path. It would be both wise and in line with Boss's wishes to step back and give up on the case.
If that's indeed
But-
what he wished for, then he should have told me that himself. Was I not the closest person to him? And yet, I was the one most kept in the dark. What was the point of him dying without sharing any of the secrets he knew? Did he manage to protect anything in the end?
I think
Synth is
he
still
managed to
here.
protect you.
Callus
and
the
Fontaine.
Unfaithful is still his epithet. And Spina di Rosula is barely getting by. Nothing has changed. Did he think I'd just accept his meaningless death and live out my life just as meaninglessly?
I think he was
I've
hoping
never
you
accepted
would.
that.
Probably.
Ever. Not since that day, and certainly not now. I want to find out the real answer for everyone's sake. For the missing girls, for the victims, and for myself.
Navia.
Let her do what she wants
This is
to
indeed
do,
the best
Maelo.
moment to act.
Hey, Maelus.
Your partner appears to be quite reliable, and more importantly, Demoiselle, I think you're also ready to take this on.
Let's go.
So you do know something else, Malus.
Oh?
Yes, I do. In fact, even before that banquet, Boss
Let her
already knew
cook.
of the connection
Yeah,
between
let her
Synth
cook.
and the serial disappearances case. But what drove all the tensions to the boiling point was the revelation that you, Demoiselle, had been selected as the next target to disappear.
Oh, I knew it. He was trying to protect her.
Boss also didn't tell you that he had been diagnosed
Oh,
with a rare
no.
illness. The doctors told him that he had
Not the
no more
real
than 5
illness.
years
Oh
left
my
to live.
god.
And the serial disappearances case caused him great anxiety.
Does that mean it progressed? His
5
illness?
years was nowhere near enough time to resolve this long-standing conflict. But once he passed away, all the danger would pass on to you. Knowing all of this, he decided to use one final intimidation tactic before his death. He claimed to have already gotten his hands on some key incriminating evidence for the other side, and even told some members of Spina di Rosula about the details.
Were
But
you
as
one
long
of those
as you
members?
remained safe, he would not share the evidence with the public.
Or was he bluffing?
If something were to happen to you, then he and all those he told would immediately expose all they knew about Synth and the disappeared victims.
Right. So nobody would be
that
able
was
to get off
probably a
scot-free.
bluff then?
As we've seen, Boss's tactic has worked. Even though Boss has been gone for a long time, the other side has not tried to take Demoiselle's life.
Oh my god.
No, I don't believe it. He never appeared to look sick to me.
Some
No
illnesses
father
are
wants their
slightly
daughter
easier
see
to
them
hide
weak
than
and
others.
haggard, especially someone as proud as Boss.
Plus, yeah, proud
To
people.
him, dying in a duel and suffering lasting dishonor as the unfaithful was still far preferable than losing face in front of his daughter.
Crazy. Oh my gosh.
So he chose to die in silence.
But
So
she's
that
not
he
the
could
type of
protect
person
me.
that would
I'm afraid
appreciated
you're not
that.
understanding this correctly, Demoiselle.
Ah,
What Boss wanted to hand to you was not a parasol, but a sword. If Boss's spirit could hear you telling me that you want to find the answer for the sake of everyone involved, I'm sure he'd be extremely proud.
That fool.
I didn't think that this
Couldn't he have just given it to me straight?
Archon quest would be so sad. Hello.
He might have set up everything precisely because he never thought I'd be able to
I
understand
thought
him.
maybe we'd get to see
Is
some
that
cool
the
scenes.
amount of confidence he had in me?
You know, do more
And what
investigation
if I was
work.
never able to make it to where I am now?
But not be sad. Hello. You know, he gave you the choice to live how you want.
Yeah. I suppose that's true. With the way he'd set things up, if I had wanted, I could have just lived out my life without a care in the world.
Yeah.
But thankfully, he rarely talked to me about complex matters, and thus understood little of me as a person. In this case, he really didn't need to give me an easy way out. Huh. Malus, what was the key evidence that he shared with you?
It's the location where Synth is
The
produced.
location? Oh my god.
Essentially, it's the enemy's headquarters.
Actual
When he was
headquarters?
threatening the enemy, Boss didn't share the specifics of the incriminating evidence he found. But if you want to use it against the enemy, you'll still have to take several things into consideration.
Why? If we know where the
I'd probably
place
break
is,
the
can't we
peace
just
that
go
they
storming
have,
in?
so...
You mustn't forget that we're fighting against a mysterious and dangerous organization that's been in operation for decades.
That can apparently
There's no telling what might
erase
be
any
lying in wait
traces
at their
of anyone
headquarters.
who's been in
We
contact
also
with
have
them.
no idea what kind of evidence we may be able to find inside, nor
They
what
probably
people
have
we may be able to
people
capture.
really
But a
in
single
really
visit
high
to
up
their
positions,
headquarters
honestly.
will be tantamount to a formal declaration of war.
Yeah.
The worst case would be that we leave empty-handed, but also open ourselves up to full retaliation.
True.
In that case, why not work with the Fontaine authorities?
Well, you saw one of them dissolve during Mr. Linney's case. We have no idea just how thoroughly
Exactly. Oh
they
my
may have been
god.
infiltrated.
They know. Very, very dangerous.
That's true. Seems
can
my
literally
father
have
really
connections
had no
anywhere.
choice. But things are different now. It should be a lot easier to prove the other side's guilt, now that we've connected Synth with the disappearances case.
You sound like you've put a lot of thought into this, Maloose.
I am the butler, after all.
Ah,
I
yes.
live but to serve the boss and
The butler
Demoiselle's
with
will.
his
I've
butler
always been
duties.
willing to take on any kind of risk for your sake. But considering my relative lack of ability, I've spent my time keeping secrets, performing basic investigations, and waiting for the right time to come.
Thank you for all of that, Maloose. Have you discovered anything new in the past few years?
Let me think. One conclusion I came to was that the enemy must be quite familiar with Spina di Rosula, or at least have an informant planted here.
Why is
When I
that?
announced orders to the organization's members on Demoiselle's behalf, I used to deliberately keep a few people in the dark and observe the reactions of the synth vendors.
Oh my
If the vendors
goodness.
didn't change their plans, then the individuals informed of our orders must be innocent. If the vendors packed up and fled, however, then someone must have given them the news.
Interesting. That's a smart way of going about things. But let's see. Thanks for the great live stream. I have to go, but have a good night. Oh, thank you so much, Minky. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have a really good night as well. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much for stopping by. Rest well. And see you when I see you.
After several rounds of testing and investigative tracing, I've narrowed the suspect list down to 3 people.
Those 3 are?
The first is Florent, Spina di Rosula's senior advisor.
Oh, it's always the senior advisor.
Huh? Florent?
Yes, surprising, isn't it? He was one of the people Boss trusted the most, which also means that he was someone who understood Boss really well.
Yeah.
Thanks to his position within Boss's innermost circle, he always knew our upcoming plans and could thus avoid capture this whole time.
So true. Alright. Chat, give me 1 moment. I need to turn on some lights real quick. So just give me a Okay, I'm back. Let us continue.
There's someone else like him too. Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabrières.
No.
Uncle Marcel.
What is this confrérie?
It's a guild in Poisson. The boss helped it to grow to its current size and prominence. In the beginning, they were only reselling some daily goods, but now they're one of the richest guilds around, with a lot of business connections in the city.
Oh, I see.
So, they're like a sister organization of Spina di Rosula?
Seems so.
Yes, you can say that. When we were fighting against the synth dealers, they provided us with plenty of support.
And then probably, you know, made some exchanges and whatnot.
It's a bit difficult to imagine someone using their own money to hunt down themselves.
But it's not impossible.
The final suspect is Thierry, the man responsible for coordinating information between Spina di Rosula and the guards. Although the guards mostly leave us to our own devices, There are still many activities we have to report to the local authorities.
Oh, so it's not as underground as I thought it was.
Since Thierry is always in the know about our current activities, he could theoretically always plan one step ahead.
Out of these three people, I think it might be the guard.
I see. These are all people who I communicate with quite regularly. To think that
There was already
enemy we've
one
been
guard
fighting
that was
against
like
has
a
been
part
right
of that
next
secret
to me all
organization,
along,
so
among those I trust
oh,
the
no,
most.
I wouldn't be surprised if
It's
there were others.
almost too hard to believe.
If you want to investigate them, please take every precaution to not alert the quarry. Judging from our experience, the enemy is extremely cautious.
Very, 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 very cautious. They leave
Of
no
course.
traces. It's
And
kind of
thank you, Malus. You've
crazy
provided us with a
how
lot
they are
of
with
great
that.
information.
You're too kind, my lady. I'm just doing my duty. And before I forget, proving Boss's innocence would also mean clearing him of blame in Jacques' death.
And then maybe you guys would get a lot of funds again.
After that incident, Jacques' wife and daughter were taken into the Spina's care. They still live in Poisson today.
Oh.
If it might help, you could also pay them a visit. I can make the necessary arrangements.
Wouldn't they blame her for what her father did, though?
Oh, thank you so much, Malus. You really are the best.
A new case awaits, my dear partner.
Leave it to me!
I hope we can work together to uncover the truth and end this case once
and for all! Same. Look at that, we literally have a case on our hands. That's crazy! The details and everything. Time to go into Danganronpa mode again. Alright. So where am I going? Oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I can just fly from here. Whee! You know, I don't know why I have Ayato on my team. I'm gonna switch him out for Albedo real quick. Albedo.
Understood.
Cool. Okay.
It is settled, then. Please excuse me, and enjoy your conversation at your leisure.
Thank you.
Thank you for arranging everything for us, Malus.
Excuse me, miss. Do you need anything from us?
Oh, she seems worried. This child is glaring at us. I don't think she likes us. Yeah.
Hey, Navia's all quiet. This isn't like her at all.
Let's not bother her for now.
I'm sorry that I only came to visit after all this time. After what happened, I didn't know how I was supposed to face the two of you.
Ah, if it's about that, there's no need to apologize. After my husband died, Spina di Rosula sent us a lot of mura and support. I understood your guilt and apology to be genuine.
So she doesn't, like, hate us, but her child might.
But aren't all of those things nothing compared to the loss of Jacques?
Exactly.
I can understand the kind of pain that comes with losing a father so needlessly.
You don't understand at all.
Oh, the child is holding a grudge.
I didn't know how to face you, because I didn't know what I could possibly bring as a consolation gift. I know only the full truth could bring closure to you.
I wonder how old the child
And
was
to
when her
all of
father
us.
passed away.
Mm-hmm.
She does not believe anything. Holy crap.
I'm sorry. I appreciate the sentiment,
Sassy.
but you don't have to carry all that guilt. On the matter regarding my husband, my daughter and I have more or less found our answer already.
We blame all of you, imagine.
Would you mind
They wouldn't be
sharing it with me?
living there, though, if that was the
I
case.
really can't believe that my father could ever bring himself to shoot Jacques.
I always knew that my husband's money was earned through others' suffering. He told me countless
She always
times that
knew?
if he
Oh,
could turn back
God.
the clock, he would never go into the synth business again. He had many regrets, and felt that he took the idea of providing for his family too literally. For the longest time, he thought Mora was everything.
My.
So when Mr. Callus came to him with a proposal, he accepted it almost immediately. He tried to be as careful as he could, but even so, he was still found out by the higher-ups.
What is that?
They found out about his betrayal?
Papa didn't say that exactly, but Papa did tell me that I should never be ungrateful.
Before he left that day, he told me that he had no choice. It was only later that I realized it was his final farewell to the two of us.
Wait, does that mean that someone ordered Jacques to take out Callus?
I don't know that for sure, but you could say that's the conclusion I eventually came to.
Whoa.
Which is why I'm the one who should feel guilty. Callus had always taken great care of us, both when he was still alive and after he passed away. Even if he fired the shot that killed my husband, it was likely in self-defense. It is impossible for me to hate him for what he had done.
This is such a complicated, case. Involving a lot of people.
But Mama,
having a lot of
why
different
is Papa
lines
still
that
the
have-
bad guy if he did the right thing?
Because even though in his eyes it was the right thing, in other people's eyes it might not be the right thing.
Papa always wanted to be a good man, so why did he have to do a bad thing in the end?
Probably because he had no other choice.
Well, things aren't always as they seem. You still feel like your papa was a good man, right?
Yeah, Papa was a really good man. The best in the whole world.
Then you should hold on to that. If a good man had to do a bad thing, then he must have had his reasons.
Exactly.
Regardless of whether
Exactly
he left
my
you a
thoughts.
parasol
I
or a
agree.
sword. He must have done so to give you a better life.
Oh, is Navia realizing something about her own dad?
Oh.
Thank you for everything you've told me. I will definitely find the truth. The current state of things is not something I'm willing to just sit back and accept.
Thank you. I'm very grateful to hear this from you. Even though your personality is quite different from your father's, your determination when you speak is really similar.
Determination? You are determined.
You really think so?
Is she as determined as the main...
The first
the
time
MC
anyone said that to me.
of Undertale? Testimony from Jacques' family. Okay, so now we have their testimony. Now we're
Are you
talking
okay,
to
Navia?
Florence?
I'm fine. Don't worry. Let's investigate the 3 suspects next.
Oh, okay.
Laurent should be nearby, and we should be able to find
Laurent.
Thierry and Uncle Marcel in the city.
Laurent.
I'll get myself together on the way, so please don't worry.
Okay to cry a little bit along the path. Oh, we got Mora. Nice. Cute pupper! I wish I could give the cute pupper all the pets. Look, there's fish here. Eat the fish. Eat the fish.
Greetings, boss. How may I be of assistance today?
You're on the suspects list.
I'm sure you've heard about what happened at the Opera House.
Hey, Navia, you be good
Someone
cop,
got
I'll be
turned
bad
into
cop.
water right in front of us.
Yeah, I've heard. With something that dramatic, I'm sure journalists will milk it for all it's worth. And it'll be all the talk for the next several weeks.
Dang.
It also reminded me, on the day that the incident happened with my father, it was raining outside, and we found some clothes left at the scene. After my partner here put the dots together for me, I feel like we should try to reopen his case. Can you do me a favor and try to recall what happened that night?
Let me think. Mr. Callus was feeling
He's not
pretty
acting
upbeat that
suspicious
day.
at all, so far.
He was drinking and bantering away with us at the table.
Drinking? He was drinking?
After
Interesting.
he told us that he wanted to go get some fresh air. So we let him go without thinking much of it. Who knew that we would hear 2 gunshots ring out right after?
Okay.
My first reaction was that Mr. Callus's life was in danger. So, I grabbed my holster and made a mad dash toward the scene. But when I got there,
Well, Navia,
it was already too late.
what did you see?
Mr. Callus was standing over a dead body with a gun in his hands. All we could do was look back and forth at each other, not knowing what to say.
So you also remember 2 gunshots then?
Alright, so that's like consistent with what Navia was saying. Which is good. But also, I don't know if that gives us much to work with, you know?
Indeed. The
Not
guard
yet,
said
anyways.
that the first shot didn't hit anyone, while the second killed Jacques. But I've never really bought that explanation.
The guards say that? Interesting.
Reason being, Mr. Callus had left his gun on the table. I even made sure to confirm that before running to the scene.
Huh.
But according to the guards, that doesn't mean he couldn't have had other guns on his person.
I don't buy it. So I was right. That guard must be in on it.
About the clothes left at the scene that you mentioned. Do you think there was a third person there who was turned into water?
It is very possible.
At least from our perspective, my father had no reason to kill. So he would also have no reason to bring an extra gun with him. The gun he was holding probably belonged to Jacques, or a third person on the scene.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So you're saying Mr. Callus ended up with the gun because he seized it from one of the other guys?
Or maybe Mr. Callus and Jacques were trying to have a duel and Jacques gave it to Callus. It was gonna be like a duel of sorts, but then someone else third-partied.
But hold on. If that's what had happened, then why didn't he share the truth with any of us? He didn't even want to face the Oratrice machine, and chose instead to prove his honor in a duel.
Maybe because he was trying to... Actually, no, not maybe. He was probably trying to hide something, and so that's what ended up happening fully.
Did he lose all faith in the courts after seeing someone dissolve right in front of his eyes?
Yeah, I mean, anyone would probably find that hard to explain, right?
About that,
Without any evidence.
Luce told me a thing or two.
Since evidence
So,
is so...
I think I can understand why he committed
so
to the
important in this country.
duel. I'll tell you everything once the whole truth has been revealed.
I understand. Then I'll leave Mr. Callus's honor in your hands, boss.
You got it.
And if I may just say one more thing. The whole Callus the Unfaithful epithet has been a thorn in my side since the day it was invented.
You know, I don't think this guy's one of the bad ones.
Many people have laughed at me for still calling him Mr. Callus, even after so many years have passed.
A true faithful friend.
But it was Mr. Callus's trust that allowed me to rise through the ranks of Spina di Rosula and live the life I lead today. No matter what others might say, he'll always be the man I respect the most. And he'll always be my boss.
Aww.
Don't worry. I will definitely find the truth. You and all our other comrades at the Spina deserve to know the truth as well.
So true. Tell him. Alright, so now we have his information. Now we gotta go to... Terry? Oh, we got quite a ways to go. Alright. So, we gotta go over here. Oh. This is the guy I suspect most.
Hey, Thierry! It's me!
Thierry.
Oh, now, what brings you here, Miss Navia? I've heard that you made quite the name for yourself at the Opera House.
Oh, so you've caught news of that already.
Oh, okay.
Keeping tabs on her for some reason?
I'm also a member of the guards, you know. The way you make it sound, people would think I was sent off to Poisson because I had done something wrong.
Are you sure there isn't a little bit of truth in that? Under normal circumstances, shouldn't you have been called back to the city already?
I mean, where I work is really up to me. Let's just say I enjoy the ambiance of Poisson.
Sus. This guy is sus. Hello, Soul Dipper. Welcome to the stream. It's so sad they didn't add Anthony to this game. The worst thing about Fontaine is because it's French. What do you mean? Do you have something against French people? Can I understand the French? Oh, I am so sorry. No, it's so funny that they call it poisson because it's literally just fish. I learned French a little while back, so I don't remember it super fully, but I do remember at least the word of fish. Yeah, see, I know. Poisson literally means fish. I know. I already know. Fontaine means fountain. Yeah.
Callus did a
I'm
fantastic
so sorry.
job running
Also,
the town.
who's
Building
Anthony?
Spina di Rasula from the ground up and clearing many
I don't think I know who
obstructions
Anthony
in my
is.
way. It would be next to impossible for me to find a similarly easy
But you
high-paying
gotta admit, the
job in
OST
city.
for this city is pretty nice.
Anyway, enough chit-chat. Are these two friends of yours? You, here for some formal business?
Yeah, I'm here to question you on what you saw the night of the murder.
Ah, yes. These two are my partners. What happened at the Opera House made us realize that Linny's case and my father's may be related. We're trying
I'm
to
glad you asked. Let me
reinvestigate
find
the
and send it in the
details of my
Discord.
father's
Oh
old
god.
case.
Please don't spam. Just send one
I
or two
get it.
things.
You think there might be more to the
That's
case
all
now
I'll
that we
need.
know people can be dissolved into water, right? I was also flabbergasted when I first heard of it. If you want to go through the original files from your father's case, I can help you look for them.
Really? Will he actually let us
That'd
look
be
through 'em?
much appreciated. Thank you. Actually, I have another question. Do you have the authority to dispatch Gardamex?
Oh, that's
Of
important
course.
knowledge.
Without them, I couldn't possibly handle Poisson on my own.
Huh, okay. Interesting.
Why do you ask? We definitely can't use them to forcefully get more evidence for your father's case.
Anthony has been sent. Let me check real quick. Anthony, let me see. Oh my god. I dreamed that I got a character in Genshin Impact named Anthony. He was just a realistic chimpanzee. The character selection screen was like waifu, waifu, husband, and waifu, incredibly realistic chimpanzee waifu. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Maybe someday Anthony will make the ranks. Maybe. Maybe someday. That'd be freaking hilarious, oh my god.
Well, you see, just recently, we were attacked by a horde of unnumbered Gardamex in the city. So, if you hypothetically wanted to do something against
Girl,
me,
you're not hiding your
all
intentions
you would need to
at
do
all.
is get rid of the mecha serial numbers and send them after me.
Then you think too highly of my abilities. Dispatching mecha is very different from controlling them. If I had to make an analogy, when you order a dish, the chef will make it for you. You can ask the chef to cook, but not to massage your shoulders or carry your baggage.
True. Though I'm sure there's some people out there in the world that probably do that. Ask
If you
them
try to
do
make
all that.
unreasonable demands, the chef would just think you're out of your mind and ignore you completely. The same goes for me and my Gardamex.
Okay. I understand French since I unfortunately live in the province of Quebec. Failed French so I won't get my diploma until I go to adult school. Oh my gosh. Hey, French is a super hard language, so I don't blame you.
Removing a serial number
grammar
is
is
also
a
not as
pain
easy as you
to
might
learn.
think. There are a lot of complex steps to it, and it's almost impossible to keep it a secret. So I can promise you, those mecha were definitely private units.
Oh, could be. Well, actually, two questions. Would someone have to be a really high rank to have a private unit? And is there anyone outside of the guards who could have private units?
They're certainly not cheap.
Is what I would ask,
So
personally.
whoever their owner is must be super rich powerful, or both.
Oh, so the
Now that you
super rich
mention
can
it,
have
though,
it too.
Being
Okay.
in the synth business would definitely be profitable enough to afford this.
So you're telling me some rich person is behind this. Alright, let's investigate all rich people in the city. Makes sense, though.
Oh, then you're officially in the clear, Thierry.
I hate how there's so many rules, right? Some of them even contradict each other. It's crazy. And to those rules are many exceptions. Exactly, it's literally the worst.
Oh, well, thank you for the vote of confidence, Navia. Jokes aside, I'd like to wish you all the best with your investigation.
You're a little bit less on my sus list, but not fully off of it, right?
I'll be staying in the city for a little while, so just come find me if you need any support from the guards.
So who wanna bet it's the last guy then? Just the actual top suspected person. Oh, I almost dived into that fountain, holy crap. Can I climb this? I can! Look at my Spider-Man skills. Alright, making my way through. Making my way through. Wait, there's the teleportation waypoint over there. Hold on. I am on a mission. Hold on. That is why I'm striving to get into an English college. Makes sense. I wish you the best of luck. Right, here we go. And touch. Right, now we have to go back. This music is so nice though. I really like it. Alright, hello lady.
Hello, how may I help you?
Yeah, may we talk with your boss?
I'm here to see Marcel. Could you please let him know? You can just say Navia's looking for him.
Sure, I will let him know right away.
You know, I feel like Fontaine is not just a
Navia, hello.
French
Sorry
place,
to
but
keep you
also
waiting.
like Italian.
Not as young as I used to be.
France
so my
and
legs
Italy.
are giving
is
out a
super
bit.
fun. I was half expecting someone to be named something like Jean-Francois or Jacques. There is someone who's named Jacques. There is like I think one of the people who got murdered is named that. Also, I'm really sorry if I'm mispronouncing things. I am not very good at French. So I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's all right,
to your
Uncle
ears
Marcel.
for me
There's no
trying
need to
to
stress.
pronounce names.
I just wanted to talk to you briefly about what happened
Who cares?
in the Opera House.
It's French.
I'm sure you saw
Oh my
everything
God.
too, right?
You really do not like French.
Yes, I've never seen anything so strange.
All right, tell me your story. Let's see if there's anything that doesn't add up.
Oh, you were at the Opera House too?
That's right. I went there with Navia to see the magic show. Who knew it would turn into a whole murder mystery?
Magic show. Oh, we're talking about the first one.
I also witnessed your marvelous sleuthing work. Quite impressive.
Why, of course.
To beat the Hydro Archon at her own game on her own turf, I can already imagine everyone in Fontaine discussing your exploits over a few glasses of wine.
Let's go, wine.
Oh, Paimon doesn't want to become the talk of drunkards.
Apologies.
No hate for
It's
people,
just
just
how
the language.
Fontaine is
I
as
get
a
it.
nation. Everyone loves
I get
drama and theatrics.
Uncle Marcel, you've also noticed that other thing, right? The fact that humans can dissolve in water?
Specifically, citizens from Fontaine.
Yes, I was reminded of your father's case right away. Is that what you're investigating now?
Exactly. I still don't have much solid proof, but I can sense that the other side has already begun to act.
Oh.
Oh, and what makes you say that?
Everything.
We were attacked on Arrhenius by some unnumbered Gardamex. And there was also an attempt to get me to drink water from the primordial sea. If not
This is
for the
crazy.
vigilance of my partner, I
Look at
probably
that
wouldn't
fancy
even
dog
be
over
here
here.
talking to you right now.
What a fancy dog. Has a vest, a monocle, a top hat, everything.
Oh,
Holy
you're
crap.
giving us too much credit. Wasn't it you who protected us?
That's true. Traveler was passed out.
Alas,
For like
it seems things
most
are
of
heating
that.
up again. The peace that Callus sought so dearly will soon become a thing of the past.
How come you seem so
But
sure
rest
about it?
assured, Navia, Poisson will always remain safe
Poisson.
haven for you. If you're scared, you can always return there.
You know, poisson is just it's such a funny word.
If anyone dares to lay their hands on you there, the Confrérie of Cabriere will use its funds to the last Mora to bring them to justice.
Thank you, Uncle Marcel. But I don't intend to go into hiding. I'm going to strike while the iron's hot.
Alright.
Do you have any new thoughts on my father's case?
About that. Sorry, my age is catching up with me, so it'll take me a while to recall my memory. The Confrérie
call
was
you out on
responsible
any
for that banquet, so I was out and
untruthful
about the whole
remarks.
time, making sure things were running smoothly. I didn't even have the time to drink with the guests. Then I heard the sound of a gunshot, and the rest was history.
Care to explain that in a little bit more detail? Just a little bit?
Oh, it's okay. No need to push yourself. We'll ask around some more. See if there are any valuable clues elsewhere.
Sounds good. Just let me know if you ever need Mora. All my wealth comes from Callus's patronage and support. I'll spend however much it takes to clear his name.
Press X to doubt. I am doubting this guy. Marcel, you're on the top of my suspects list. Alright, I also hate how romanticized trip to Paris are in shows and movies. It's not that romantic and it's just way too overused. Who cares about Tiffany in Paris? I want Pierre in Texas. Why do you want Pierre in Texas specifically? That is such a specific location. Holy crap.
Every scent tells a story.
I mean, I've heard that, like, the Paris area doesn't smell very good. Is that true? I haven't been there before, but that's what I've heard from people. Alright, who are we investigating? What are we talking
The truth of this world. What could it be?
Albedo, now is not the time. Also, what do I have in my backpack? Why is this going off? Mechanism that can be used to create large amounts of polio bubbles? We have a bubble machine? Wait, since when? Why did I get a bubble machine? Oh! We're getting rewards! Thank you! Neither have I. I have never went off the continent. Oh! I wonder if there's anyone who knows
We've
what Paris
talked
is
to
like.
all three suspects, purely based on their conversations with me.
None of them sounded particularly suspicious.
I don't know, that last one. Yeah, none of them really stood out as a suspect. Not stood out,
I
but
suppose
seemed
that's to be
just a little
expected,
bit
though.
sus.
If a single conversation's all that's needed to find them out, then my father wouldn't have needed to investigate the case for so many years.
That's true. They are very careful. It's actually surprising that no one
Anyway,
has slipped up yet.
Even though we didn't make a breakthrough, let's still compile what we were able to find.
So it seems like everyone that slips up ends up dying, so maybe that's why.
But where should we start?
Jacques' motive.
Ah, you're right! Flora mentioned that Callus probably only ended up with the gun because of circumstance. That makes sense.
According to Jacques' family members, he already told them that he had been discovered, and that he had no choice before he left home that day.
Was he really out on a mission to kill Callus?
If I had to guess, he probably received an order from the synth boss to kill my father. Had he refused, he and his family's lives would have been forfeit.
Uh-huh.
So, Jacques fired the first shot?
Could be possible. If I were Jacques, I wouldn't have fired a shot at all.
Oh? And why is that?
Could he guarantee his safety after killing Callus? That's true. Not even his safety, but his family's safety.
Oh, that's a good point. Jacques probably already knew that he was just being used as a tool for murder. And once he had completed his mission, he'd be of no more use to his boss.
Oh, Deep State, you've been to Paris? It's swampy in springtime? Whoa.
Huh. So, what would make more sense from his perspective would be to turn his back on the Order and seek protection from my father.
You know, I would like to go to France, but I don't think I would want to go to Paris. I'd probably have to do some more research, because I'm sure there are other nice places to visit in France besides Paris. Seems the third person was the one who derailed everything. Exactly. That is
Makes
exactly
sense.
what happened.
But without evidence, that's still just a theory.
And that's just a theory. A game theory.
Besides, Jock, the attack from the Gardamex has been bothering me quite a bit as well.
Me with my theories.
It's obvious that our enemy has become more antsy after the secret of the primordial seawater was revealed.
Do you think
Yeah,
he knew
that was a
even then
big
that
secret
we'd
that got
follow this
revealed.
lead to the end?
Given everything that's happened since, it's quite possible. But who among the three suspects would have the ability to control privately owned Gardamex?
I'm telling you, it's the last guy. Marcel? Or Florent? No, it's Marcel.
Uncle Marcel? My father did really trust him.
Wait, Frank, I'm forgetting.
And they worked together on a large, and with funds from the Confrérie.
Oh, no,
he
no,
could
okay,
also
this was the right
afford
person.
a large number of Gardamex. Still really hard for me to imagine, though.
You gotta believe
After
it.
all, Uncle Marcel has been around since I was just a child. Also, wouldn't this mean he has been spending a whole lot of Mora and energy to fight his own synth business?
Maybe it was someone else? Wait, seriously, did I really get it wrong? Who else would have the money? I don't think this guy has it. Would a guard really have that much money, though? I haven't been to Paris, but was this there, but Paris was a swampland a long time ago. Oh, I see. I haven't heard much about Genshin ever since Alhaitham. Oh my god. And all I know about that guy is that he has a super that is essentially like 30 meteor radius emerald splash. I don't remember what his ultimate was, honestly. But it is pretty powerful. Florida smells too, I bet. The swamp waters do not, especially swamp soil, does not smell good at all. Right, hold on guys, give me a second, I need to drink some water. Also, let me check on something real quick, cause I'm curious about one thing. Let's see if I can find it. Where's the thing I'm looking for? Is it not here? No, it's not that. Let's see. There's that one and then that one. Well, I don't know. We can't find it. Okay. So, let's go with Florent.
Florent? It is true that he was close.
Oh wait, Frank, I meant the other guy.
And thus had the best, but
I'm sorry.
Spina di Rosula's advisor,
I meant the
his
other
work
guy.
mostly deals with personnel and security, so he shouldn't have much means when it comes to finances.
I meant the other guy. I went to Florida in summer of 22. Really?
So you're saying he's too broke to afford a mecha army?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I
Exactly.
meant the
He
last
can't.
guy. Sorry.
And
My
even
bad.
if he
The
could,
guard.
I don't think he would be able to dispatch a whole.
Yeah. My bad.
Thierry, you say? Huh.
All I can
It
say
is
is that it
possible that he's
surprisingly
figured
didn't
out a way
smell
to
as bad as I
convert the
thought.
Gardamex for personal
Maybe it
use.
depends on what part of Florida you're at.
But
So sure, if you
didn't
went to like
feel like he was lying
swampland,
when he was talking
swampland,
to us
then
about
that'd
the
be
mecha.
something else.
I also don't think
Like
he'd be able to keep
Midsummer
that kind of
Swampland.
tampering under wraps.
Yeah. Had he actually tampered with the mecha, we'd be able to prove it with a simple check of the guard's inventory.
That is also true, but the thing is, it's not like it'd be impossible for him to hand off the mecha that he commands or can activate to someone else, you know?
If the mecha were taken from the guards, it should be pretty easy to find out when and how that happened.
You know, I actually find it hilarious that they are actually called mecha, like mecha machines.
Who could it be?
Yeah, I don't really know. My family didn't spend too much time in Swampland. Makes sense. I think nothing. I think nothing. My thoughts are empty. Choose the most reasonable what? I did not read that fast enough. I did not read that fast enough. What did it say? Choose the most reasonable. Hold on, I am checking my VOD for this. Choose the most reasonable evidence based on the question. Which of these suspects was most likely to have committed the crime? Okay. Irrelevant, irrelevant. You got Florent. You got Terry, Marcel. Let's see. Marcel's the leader of the Confrérie of Cabaret, was the organizer of the banquet years prior. Always maintained a close working relationship, though his recollection of events in this case is quite foggy. He's willing to defend Navia. Official contact between the Spina de la Rusla and the guards. The god. And the advisor to Spina de la Rusla. He was present at the banquet on the day of the case and can provide evidence that Callus did not carry a gun with him when he was out. So this guy, honestly, is on the lowest of my suspects list, so... I honestly think it's the guard. Or this guy. No, it has to be this guy, because he's the only one that would be rich enough to be able to do anything with mechs. Yeah, I've been to Florida too, so I know firsthand. I see. The air smell wet, like Bloodborne. What? How do you know how Bloodborne smells like? I mean, of course it smell wet. It's pretty humid over there, right? Okay, we're gonna choose this guy first, and if this guy's not it, then it's the guard.
You know, if you think everything through, Uncle Marcel is indeed the most suspicious of them all.
Oh? Did I get it right?
Could we be missing other suspects? Malus didn't know about the people turning into water thing when he narrowed it down to these three, did he?
Not at the time, I don't think so.
Malus has always been very reliable, and his judgment of others' trustworthiness has been fair and well considered. When he laid out his case for the three, the rationale he gave me made a lot of sense as well. The suspect is knowledgeable about the Spina's internal affairs, has the means to dispatch Mecha to assassinate us, and possesses significant intellect and foresight. Even if I don't want to believe it, I'm starting to see how things could all tie back to Uncle Marcel.
Well, it's still too early to tell, though. He is someone who's very close to you, after all.
Well, we still have another trump card on top of all the theorizing and speculating.
The science production base.
Yes.
Let us go.
Malus did say that charging straight in there would be extremely
production
risky.
Base.
But we don't have any other options right now.
Time to sneak in.
We need far more solid proof before we can hope to go charging in on our enemy.
Let's go, sneak mission!
Navia, here you are. Oh, I've been looking for you.
What's up?
Huh? Aren't you the guy from the guards? Did something happen?
You can feel the moistness in the air when you see the dystopian setting of Bloodborne. London. It can't be.
Yeah.
No, London!
News came from Irenaeus just after you left. We've got another trial on our hands.
Another trial? Who?
Wasn't that place built specifically for holding trials? What's so newsworthy about this one?
Probably something that has to do with you, maybe?
I know. But they said the person they're putting on trial is a Fatui harbinger called Tartaglia.
Child?
What?
Wait,
Is
not
it
my bestie
someone you
child.
know?
You can't do that like that. What'd he do?
Yeah.
Actually, he might have done something, but still.
Maybe even
I
a
need to
little
know.
too well.
Well, he's been accused of being the true culprit behind the serial disappearances
Oh, God.
case. It's absurd, don't you think?
No, it could be possible. Anything could be possible with him.
Wait, how? None of our investigations have had anything to do with him.
He literally just came here.
That's what I thought was strange about it. So
Plus,
I
he
came to
hasn't
tell
been
you the
around
news
for
right away.
decades upon decades on end. How long has this case been going for? At least like 30 years in game.
If the charge against him
Child
stands,
is at
then it'll be
most
next to impossible to
mid-20s.
get the guards to support any of our planned investigations.
Right. Because they'll think they've already found the culprit.
Oh.
Yeah.
Smart thinking.
And it'll be a lot harder then to clear Mr. Callus's name.
I understand.
He's probably acting like a silly
Well,
little
partner,
goober as always.
What do you think we should
Probably.
do? We still haven't found any conclusive evidence.
I wonder if the Fatui is also trying to find evidence behind the whole serial disappearing thing. And that's why Child has been set up. Let's split up. Divvy up the work. Make it easier for all of us.
Huh? Split up? What do you mean?
Exactly what I said. We go to the Aeronines while I'll go investigate that place. TM. I'm confident in my combat abilities, you know?
Just as expected of my partner. Since this is a trial about the serial disappearances case, the culprit's attention will be focused on Arrhenius, leaving his home base wide open.
Let's get him.
You're right. This is our best opportunity. All right then, let's do this. I'll stall them at the Opera House and charge Marcel as the true culprit. I won't have any chance of making that charge stick, though, unless we find more evidence. It'll be up to you to make it back in time and hand the decisive evidence to me.
Leave it to me.
We'll help you, just like you helped
I will
us in
not
Lily's
die. Like, at least once.
Demoiselle,
Or anything.
please allow us to accompany you.
I'm ready.
Ah,
Don't
oh,
drink any
Silver.
strange drinks given
When
to
did
you by
you two get
strangers.
here?
It might be spiked with primordial water.
We heard that you'll be leaving Poisson and figured
Poisson.
that you might require our assistance.
Oh, please, that's too funny.
It's our hope that your confidence will be bolstered with the two of us by your side.
Let's go.
Thank you so much. Then, let's make haste for Arrhenius. Paimon,
Arrhenius.
Traveler, I'll see you at the Opera House.
See you at the Opera House, maybe.
See you then!
I'm not captured or anything. Suspect analysis. Alright, let's go.
Now that Navia has set out for Arrhenius,
At least it's
we
not
should also get
croissant.
going.
It's probably because of the fact
The
that too
location
many
has
people
already
know
been
of that
marked on the
word.
map, so let's head over.
Wait. Oh, I just keep getting teleported to random locations. Look at those guys. They're having a grand old time. Go to the place Maeluz. Find the entrance to the headquarters.
According to Malus's info, the synth production base is underwater. Let's go and try to find the entrance.
Alright, bet. Wait. Right, let's dive. Woohoo! Yeah! I finally get to go underwater! I've seen so many, like, spoilers about this, but I haven't been able to do it yet. Oh my god, look! Look at the graceful swimming! I'm like a mermaid! Oh, this is so good! I love this. And I think it's because I have the hydro vision or whatever, or the hydro something or another. This is so pretty, holy crap, I'm gonna cry. I don't have to go up for air, I think. Wait. I'm going past the entrance area. What is that? A crab? Wait, G? How does this work? You'll sometimes see these energy-emitting blocks underwater. Touching them will cause your character to absorb the energy within them, restoring aquatic stamina and HP. Let me get this thing. Oh, wait, this is the entrance.
Finally found it.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Even our voices are
So
echoing.
this
Oh
is
my
the
god.
entrance that leads to the synth production base. It sure doesn't seem out of the ordinary
Fun
at all.
silly fact, fish and poison is written very similarly. It's the same as desert and dessert. Oh, so imagine someone's just trying to cover up something that they did. They're like, oh yeah, I accidentally poisoned. I mean, I gave them fish. Okay. Yes, I'm sure what we find inside will be extraordinary.
You're right. An important place like this is bound to have a ton of protective measures and mechanisms.
Have I gone underwater before? I don't remember this.
Probably arguing up a storm right now to stall for us.
Okay, then let's stop stalling and head in. Wait, but I didn't grab the oculi.
It would appear that I must
Oh.
repeat my question again, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh my god, are we gonna switch between both perspectives? Oh, this is gonna be good.
Do you accept the charge that you are the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case?
Now, the question is, will Childs act normally, or will he be acting the most silliest we've ever seen him?
To be perfectly honest,
no,
I don't
he's being
understand your
serious.
country's complicated court system, or the reason why
Oh
I'm being
my God,
charged
it's
with
been-
something I've never even heard of.
It's been so long since I've heard his English VA. Holy crap.
However, I did
Look at
hear
those
that
dead
people who have
eyes.
been charged can choose to participate
Been
in
a
a duel
minute.
to clear their name. Is that right?
Oh.
In which case, as long as I accept the charge, I can have an all-out fight with that champion duelist Clorend, right?
Wait, did he set himself up just so he could fight against Clorend? Wasn't that his, like, objective with being here in the first place? Oh my god.
I've got to admit, that's one of the most enticing offers I've ever received. When I privately sparred with her last time, she was obviously holding back. Real disappointing.
Hey, don't you understand? You're currently the prime suspect for a major case.
I'm sorry,
This
Fudina,
isn't
but
the
he does
place
not
for you to be
care.
looking for fights.
Oh?
He's
Sounds
here
like
only
the
for
Hydro
fights.
Archon wants to lecture me on the ways of the Opera House. Then why don't you duel me too? I'm the kind of student that learns best in the heat of battle.
Oh my god.
No. That's not what I meant.
She battles with words, not with actual combat.
Alas, it would appear that communication with the defendant is going poorly, and we have made very little progress. In that case, let me explain everything from the very beginning again. The goal of this trial is to determine the culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
That case had nothing to do with him. You've got the wrong man.
She made it in time.
What's going on? Why is she interjecting again?
Shut up.
I
We're here
told
for
you it couldn't
important
be one of the
reasons.
Fatui harbingers.
Miss Navia, this is the second time you've interrupted the court proceedings. I only tolerated your behavior last time because you were able to provide the court with a key eyewitness. But that was an exception rather than standard court protocol. I can very well charge you with contempt of court for your interjections.
Oh,
please. Did you ever think I had any respect for this place's pointless theatrics?
Oh my god, tell him!
We can put that discussion aside for now. I'm not here to argue with you. I'm here to charge the true culprit behind the serial disappearances case.
Wait, is she actually gonna accuse that guy? We don't have solid evidence, hello?
And if my charges prove true, then Tartaglia here will be proven innocent by default, correct?
Oh, a young lady has charged in and offered to clear my name. How fascinating. Well, I'd gotten half bored to death by all these rules and procedures anyway. So I'll take you up on that offer.
Oh my god.
So, Your Honor,
He's gonna place
is
his
there
trust on
nothing
someone
else for me to do
like
now?
he does not know.
You may take a seat for now in the audience, but that doesn't mean the suspicions against you have been lifted.
Wait, I'm surprised they don't have him under, like,
Now then, Miss Navia,
with guards.
who is the person
Surrounded
you would
by
like to
guards.
charge instead?
That person is...
Oh, wait, I have to choose for her? Sorry, Marcel. I really can't say anything else. Oh, wait, unless, hold on. 3 years ago on a rainy night, banquet goers heard 2 gunshots outside the house. When they reached the scene, Callus had a gun in hand, and Jax had been shot and slain. Based on the investigations done, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed and escaped. And then Callus was thus adjudged to have been culprits. Based on the evidence, who is the true culprit behind the serial disappearances of the young woman case? Bada bada. Bada bada. Suspect analysis. Is it this one? Providing the information regarding guard mechs in the investigation results so far, it could be concluded that there is only one person who can have a large number of guard mechs in his possession and run the science business without leaving traces. This person is none other than Marcel.
Marcel, the head of Confrérie of Cabriere.
Wait! He's gonna be like, what are you talking about?
What Confrérie? Never heard of them in my life.
I've heard of them, but weren't they Spina di Rosula's sister organization?
Exactly.
Oh, is this going to be a friends to enemies type situation?
Girl, shut up.
Please let me
This is
remind you,
serious.
Miss Navia, that charging someone is an incredibly serious matter. Committing to the charge also means taking on the legal responsibilities associated with it.
It'd be a joke like, como... I'm not gonna try pronouncing it, but I can read, How did he get killed? He was killed with fish. Oh, I see, I get it. That's funny. That is funny. How did he get killed? With fish.
And if the charge
But
fails,
actually poison.
depending on the circumstances, you may also be charged with the crime of making a false accusation. Knowing this, do you still wish to charge this man?
I think we're way too early and try to charge this guy, but we have no other choice right now, so...
Yes, I do.
In that case, I declare
crap.
the charge to be valid. Miss Navia and attorneys, please take your places on the court.
Let's go!
Members of the guards, please contact Mr. Marcel right away so that he may stand trial.
I'm so sorry, Marcel. After some time, a shocked and confused Marcel is brought to the stand.
Mr. Marcel, you will not require an attorney. Is that correct?
Apologies. It all just happened so quickly. I still haven't figured out what's going on.
So, Deborah, just because you don't care about pronunciation doesn't mean that others don't. I will not botch
I think an attorney won't be necessary.
French
This is
on my
probably just
stream
a
as much as I can
misunderstanding
avoid it.
between me and Navia.
Very well. In that case, since both sides have now arrived, Miss Navia, please present your charges.
Go at
I
him.
would like to take everyone back to 3 years ago, to the case of Callus the Unfaithful. Only through elucidating
Wait, it
what
was
really
3 years
happened
ago?
in that case
Oh my
can we
gosh.
connect all the dots for the serial disappearances case.
Navia,
So fairly
do you
recent,
really
not
think
super,
that I was
super
the one who
recent.
killed your father?
No.
Come on. Why
I
would I
think
do
you hired
that?
someone else
Callus
to kill
was my
him.
benefactor, and remember both you and I only ran to the scene when we heard the sound of a gun. If that's enough to make me a suspect, wouldn't that make everyone at that banquet a suspect as well?
You said only you and I? There were other people at the scene, though.
I think there's no point in getting into the specifics right now. The audience doesn't even have the big picture yet. Even I'm struggling to remember some details of that case.
Meaning story time.
Exactly correct, Your Honor. I must refresh everyone's memory about that case before I can explain my charge and reasoning.
But the French might not, since they are likely to want people to speak with a French accent. Probably.
I see. In which case, I will recount the findings about that case as originally recorded by Maison Gardiennage.
Alright, story time. Wait, I'm actually competing in the case? I thought I was
On the
gonna
day
be
of
with
the
a
murder,
traveler,
Spina
hello?
di Rosula hosted a large banquet in a countryside estate owned by the Confrérie of Cabriere.
Right. Okay.
During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots from the courtyard.
Uh-huh.
When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance, Jacques, lay dead from a gunshot wound.
Oh my god, now we know how he looks like.
The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second must have taken Jacques' life.
Interesting.
The suspect did not dispute this conclusion, and also
There it
declined
is!
to defend
Jacques!
himself in
See,
court.
I told you!
Instead, he chose to prove his innocence through a duel.
Right. Oh my god. He had a whole eye patch look going for him.
Callus was defeated by champion duelist Clarand in the ensuing duel, and soon succumbed to the injuries.
Right?
These are the known facts about the case.
Nah, but let me present to you some new facts that we have discovered. And it has to do...
The one with the motive to kill was Jacques, not my father. And even
so, Jacques still had no reason to pull the trigger.
We don't know that, though.
In truth, the third person shot Jacques first, and was shot in turn by my father when my father seized the gun from him. After that, the true culprit turned the third person into water, erasing all traces of him from the scene.
Thank you for the summary, Your Honor. Of course, the guard's conclusion appeared quite sensible to us at the time.
Tell him the
However,
truth!
We should revisit the case now that we've gained new information about the abilities of water from the primordial sea.
Uh-huh. Alright, here we go. I gotta not mess this up. Okay, so on the day of the murder, Sven and the Rusa hosted a large banquet. Yes. Okay. During the banquet, all attending guests heard 2 gunshots. According to the investigation, the house had a motive to kill. Who had a motive to kill? No. The real person who had a motive to kill was Jacques.
The testimony of the victim's family confirms that Jacques had thoughts of assassinating Callus when he set out for the banquet. However, in the end, he reconsidered, and instead shared everything with Callus, hoping to seek the latter's protection. Unfortunately for Jacques, the true culprit had already considered this possibility, and had sent out another assassin.
Exactly. I can't hear the script from The Heavy is Dead. Heavy is Dead? I don't think I know of that. Okay. When the guests arrived at the scene, they found the primary suspect, Callus, holding a gun, while his acquaintance Jacques lay dead from a gunshot wound. Based on the investigations done then, there was no possibility that anyone else could have done the deed. But wait! Let's see. Clothing of an unknown person found in the crime scene.
This assassin first shot Jacques, then turned to shoot Callus, only for Callus to wrestle the
Good
gun
thing
from
that
him
I've played
and
to
kill him
Danganronpa
instead.
games because this is easy. Okay. The guards' investigation did not recover any other firearms from the scene. As a result, they concluded that the suspect's first shot must have missed, while the second shot must have taken Jacques' life. No.
Something's not...
Never mind. Let's see. Person is none other than Marcel. Self-defense, we already used that. I don't know, actually. Actually, it could be this. There we go.
A pile of clothing was found at the scene. The guards once believed they were used by Jacques as a costume to disguise himself.
But why would
now
he have to disguise himself?
It is clear that the clothes were proof that there was a third person at the scene, and that they were turned into water after committing the murder. Since it was raining that day, the culprit was confident that they could use the rain to wash away all traces of their dissolved accomplice. Realizing this, the true culprit caused the hired assassin to dissolve
look
into
at how
water,
everything has
leading
changed.
everyone to believe Callus was responsible for Jacques' murder. This is the true version of events.
Oh my god. The truth. Successful refutation. Let's go.
Ah, so that's what happened. Wait, you're telling me something as dangerous as water from the primordial sea has been used for all these years?
Yeah.
What a great theory. It also explains Callus's and Jacques' respective motives. I guess they didn't shoot each other after all.
You are quick to agree.
Mr. Marcel, you are the one being charged with the crime. You should provide a rebuttal if you wish to prove your innocence.
He's like, oh, amazing. He's not considering that his
But
life
I
at
think I
stake here.
agree with everything Navia just said. In fact, there was nothing in her speech that directly implicated me.
Yet.
Then, may I ask some questions?
Funina's like, wait, let me in on this.
We primarily need to determine 2 things.
Uh-huh.
1, do you have the evidence to back up your claims?
You know, about that?
I'm afraid not. At least not at this very moment.
Girl, shut up! Why are you booing? This is serious, hello?
I may not have the evidence with me, but I know where I could go to collect it. If we look up the deserted clothes against a record of people who went missing around the same time, we should be able to find a match.
Oh, smart.
Considering the serial disappearances case,
The guards probably kept careful records of all missing persons from around that time, regardless of age or gender.
Uh-huh.
That makes sense to me. Monsieur Neuvillette, I would consider this to be a reasonable investigative direction.
So would I.
Why do I feel like Farina's acting a little differently today?
Probably because she doesn't have much info on the case. Or she's trying to keep something.
Maybe she's scared of embarrassing herself again?
Or that. That's true.
Alternatively, she's become more diligent after charging an innocent citizen in the last trial.
Maybe she's trying to be cautious overall then.
My second question has to do with the ensuing duel. If the truth is indeed as you described, then why didn't Mr. Callis explain himself in court? If he had testified that a person had been dissolved, he could have at least mounted a defense.
But at that time, it was a super ridiculous idea, so no one would have believed him.
And the answer is actually pretty simple. He felt there were things that were more important to him.
And also that.
The dissolving power of water from the primordial sea is an important secret for the true culprit of the serial disappearances case. My father could have exposed it for all to see, but he chose to take it to the grave. At that time, Spina di Rosula was in dire straits, and his reputation had already been shattered. He had no guarantee that going forward with the truth would allow the culprit to be brought to justice.
Yeah.
What was certain, however, was that it would paint a gigantic target on my back.
Boss once told me that Demoiselle had already been selected as the next target of the serial disappearances case.
Oh, that's true.
What? If the secret had gotten out, the culprit would have fought
His
an
daughter
all-out
would have been
war
in
with
danger.
Espina right there and then. I wouldn't have been the only one in danger. All of us would have stood to lose our lives. Of course, the guards might eventually figure out the truth of the matter and determine that we were in the right. But what good would that do? How can a hollow verdict protect anyone? Had this opera house ever given my father any kind of confidence in its brand of justice, Spina di Rosula would have had no reason to exist. But by staying silent, we retain the ability to deter our opponents and continue the stalemate. I was able to become Spina di Rosula's president, which made me harder to target, as well as giving me more time to grow and learn. And once I have figured out the truth and stepped up to the challenge, I will do what this opera house cannot, and restore my father's truth and honor back to him.
Oh my god, look at her go!
So, you mean to say, your father intended to die in the duelist's ring?
Yes.
That's right.
Do you have any proof?
Of course. All you need is to ask his opponent, Clarand.
Oh, and the truth comes out.
I don't need your apology, your guilt, or your support from the shadows. You don't have to do anything for my sake. But since he entrusted his will to you, Clarand, you should tell us the truth about his sacrifice.
So, during the duel, did you believe that Callis was intending to die?
Yes, I did.
Girl, speak a little louder.
As a champion duelist, I've fought many battles and taken a countless number of dishonored lives.
Whoa.
In my line of work, I've seen all kinds of people give their all for the faintest hope to continue living. Some were determined, others passionate, and some even manic and twisted. Just one look and I can tell if a duelist is hoping to live or if they're looking to die. I hereby swear on my name and honor as a champion duelist that Mr. Callis never intended to leave the ring alive.
Oh my god! Oh, you know, knowing it was one thing, but hearing it from someone who directly saw it happen must hurt.
Since that's your testimony, I have no more questions. It appears there really are good grounds to reopen this case.
I concur. However, Miss Navia, you still have not explained the link between your father's case and the serial disappearances case.
Right? What she said was fascinating, but kind of beside the point.
Is that chick named Chlorine? Yes, she is in fact named Chlorine. I want to heavy mob cemetery on an unsuspecting hill trail and hit an RTL on the floor. Counts as wait what? I don't understand any of that. Naoki sings his lungs out, but Genshin won't allow me to. I mean, you could imagine it in your head, whatever that is.
Wait, weren't they just talking about the serial disappearances case?
Yeah, the serial's disappearances case and the whole primordial water case are the same.
Of course, Your Honor. The two cases are connected via a matter of timing. In my father's case, the culprit intended to kill Bolzjak and Callus. As a result, they planned to act after hearing 2 gunshots. And at the end of Linny's trial, the culprit also only dissolved the victim in front of everyone because they realized they were at risk of being identified.
Yep.
The culprit could only time their actions so precisely if they were already at the scene.
Yeah.
Coincidentally, Marcel attended both the banquet and the trial.
So that's why you suspected me. Even after hearing your reasoning, I still can't help but find it a little preposterous.
Wait, hold up. We got other things.
I'm used to it, though. You've always been an impulsive and sentimental child, Navia. It's one of your most endearing traits.
Don't pull the as a child card.
No need to
Don't do
appeal
that.
To pathos.
Yeah, this guy's saying the same thing.
I won't try to refute your points one by one, but even if everything you just said was true, can you prove that I was the only person present at both events?
No.
On top of that, does a person have to be physically present to control the timing? Can't someone remotely monitor the place?
That is information we do not currently have.
Not much you can say to that.
I know that even with that, you might still think you can reduce the list of suspects with some further investigations until I'm the only one left on the list. Alas, who won't feel at least a little hurt by an accusation of murder from a girl you see as your own daughter?
Stop!
And if I were to dismiss this completely, you'd also think I'm not being considerate of your feelings. Ah well, let Uncle Marcel teach you another lesson.
Alright, but...
Do you know what the biggest flaw in your reasoning is?
Nope.
I suppose you're gonna tell me anyways.
It's timing again.
Timing?
I'm a businessman by trade. From that standpoint, there's no reason for me to kidnap young women. It's a high-risk action with nothing to gain. In addition, I left my home in Snezhnaya when I was young to come to Poisson and work in some trade.
Wait a second, you were from Snezhnaya?
Patronage.
That's new. For me, anyways.
But the disappearances began before I ever stepped foot in Fontaine.
Doesn't mean that you couldn't have contact or intel beforehand. Plus, it could also be that even before you moved to Fontaine, that doesn't mean that you couldn't have been there beforehand.
I do apologize, Demoiselle. This was my mistake.
No. Hold on.
No, it's not your fault. I'm sure he had come prepared.
Is there anything else you'd like to say? Would you like to check the date of my first business license against the first known case of the serial disappearances?
It's gonna be some secret identity bowl.
You can also
Probably.
take a look at my border entry records, or ask my friends and family when I left Snezhnaya for the first time.
Soul Dipper, you're a genius. There was someone who went by the name of... Vasher or something like Vasher? And now that person is nowhere to be seen on records. So, this guy could be the very same person.
Could those records and testimonies do something to appease
No,
the
I think you're
unspeakable
entirely
anguish
wrong.
in your heart?
I mean, right. Whoa, hello? Sorry, right. This guy's wrong.
Seems like she got the wrong guy.
No. Hold on.
At this rate, Navia will be convicted for falsely accusing him.
Wait, we're not done.
I think you've done a superb job of dissecting your father's feelings.
That was a far
as he
guess,
neared
no.
the end of his life.
It lines up with some other clues we received really early
But
on.
aren't you going against all of his wishes and expectations right now?
Well, yes, but no. But yes, but also no.
He wished for you to become more rational, collected, and conscientious, instead of dwelling only on your own feelings. Once you've learned to be more considerate of others' feelings, and to stop rushing headlong into things, you'd have met most of his expectations.
This isn't just about me, and it never has been.
Tell him.
The biggest difference between me and the rest of the victims is that I still have the ability to search for the truth, while that same agency has long been taken from them.
The people whose families were destroyed by synth abuse, the people who lost their loved ones to the serial disappearances, and the people who suffered tragic ends due to their sense of justice.
Oh!
Many people's images are flashing before my eyes.
We are
I'm sure
here to
some
seek
are
the
coming
truth
to those
and the
of you in
truth
the audience
only.
as well. And whose image do you see, Marcel?
Yourself.
Is it a man named Vache?
Oh, there it is! Oh my god, there it is!
Oh, so you do know that name.
That's the name I was looking for, Vache.
I'm merely surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
No. Hold on a second. That reaction was not the reaction of a name that you've never heard of, Marcel. Or is that even your name?
For you to say that.
Okay. A little while earlier at the entrance to the 9th production phase. It's my time to shine. Oh, this is so smooth. I love swimming. I love swimming, actually. Alright. Oh? Do I need a wind character? I have Zhao. Party setup? Is there any elemental? I probably need someone who's Hydro, right? So let us put Ayato on my team again. Let's also... Can I level him up at all? I don't think I have the... Yeah, I don't have the Oceanid things. Bro, stop drinking boba! Oh my god. Okay, let's go. Oh, we got some guard dogs. Swimming's great. I love swimming. Swimming is fantastic. Maybe I don't need Hydro. Oh, but I have a feeling I might. Okay.
Be still.
G? Machine created to complement the energy diffix, increase other, I don't have time to read. I'm just gonna hope for the best.
Mind the deluge.
We are right.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Cascade.
Get out of here! Teamwork is
Oh, that's not what I meant to do! I wasted that ult! That's okay, though. Swimming is one of the only two sports I like, really. Oh, elevator? Fancy.
Mechanism in the middle? That guy really prepared a lot of stuff for this place.
This is such a pretty area. Oh my. What's your second favorite sport then? Or your other favorite sport? Underwater tunnel! Oh my god! I love underwater tunnels.
Thinks we need to go up, but Paimon doesn't see a way.
It's okay, don't worry about it.
Let's take a look around. Maybe we'll find a hidden mechanism that'll show us the way up.
Yep, let's dive. Let's see. How do I absorb? What? How? Sometimes these strange clusters of transoceanic source water will appear beside you, allowing you to unleash power using your will and delivering attacks. Abilities, when attacking special... Okay. Is it working? Do I have the thing? Do I have the powers? E? No? I'm just hitting the poor crab. I have underwater powers. I don't think this. I don't think this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Hold on. Oh, can I not go up? Did I mess up? Am I just stuck here forever? My other favorite sports would be badminton. Oh, that one's fun. Kinda hard though. Oh, am I literally just stuck here? Oh. Well, okay, let's see. There was a glowing thing somewhere. Maybe now I can do it? Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Oh. This is so fancy. The water's rising though, so I think we gotta keep rising.
The water level is rising. Now we can swim to the top.
Oh.
But this is still a ways away from where we need to go.
Well, no other option than moving forward now, is there? Seems like there was some paintings here that got torn off or something. Oh. More of these guys.
Life goes on.
Need Bennett to get his thing back.
Be still.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, he's gonna die.
Rise.
Okay, nice. And then last guy. No.
Let's light it up.
Okay. Oh, we have more!
Kamisato up. Suyu.
And now?
I'm going in.
Opening box of Adepti-Trix.
Oh my god, what is happening? Woo! I love elemental powers. Alright. Next. As corny as it might sound, I love how it feels like sword play. I love imitating moves that anime in some games and turning it into a joke move to use in a casual match. I think that's fun. I think that's fun. If you can have fun in any sports, I think it's fine. No matter how cringe it might be.
Now the path is clear. Let's go.
I once used a stun dipper and got off a save in PE class, and it was the best feeling I had for the entire month. Oh my god, that's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, one of my favorite sports is volleyball, and it's always nice when you get to do like a successful play with someone. With your team, I mean. More underwater tunnels! Underwater tunnels. Oh, chest. Alright. Oh! Oh, I thought the sound booth would do something. Let me in! Oh, there seems to be some, very strong guys up ahead. But no worries, we will prevail. Ayato, you need food. Hold on. He dies very quickly. It's probably because he's only level 50. Right, I need Bennett's ults to be up again. Let me at him.
Adventure time! Get out of here!
Woo! He's fast! He's fast! Okay.
Be still.
Run! Run, 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 run!
Yeah, that's gonna hurt in the
Oh my
morning.
god, he keeps hitting me!
Get out of here!
Okay.
Rise.
Ah, go, go, go!
Everybody stand back! Useless. Lament!
Lament! Come at me. He's within the circle too.
Worthless.
Go!
Here. Worthless.
There's nothing to be afraid of when I have Zhao by my side. Quite literally. Woo! Okay, careful. Hold on, I need her heals. Thank you. And now we can continue. It's also the entire reason I decided to main Kai and Guilty Gear as my username. Oh, nice.
So, as expected, the mastermind isn't here.
If I'm not mistaken, he's being charged by Navia as we speak.
That's right. Then let's hurry up and find some evidence so we can get back to the Opera House and help Navia.
Right, no more time for talking. Only time for investigating. We gotta hurry it up.
What's all this? Aw, it's a bunch of really cute things.
Wait. Clothes?
Pink accessories, a hair tie, a
Oh
necklace,
no.
even a makeup box.
Hold on, everyone. There's a name too?
Oh,
wait, a name?
Paimon sees it too, but why are all these cute things labeled with different girls' names?
Because they probably belong to the victims? Hello?
Huh? You mean the girls from the serial disappearances? They were brought here?
Yeah, most likely. It's underwater, so anything... If they ever, like, transformed into water, they could have just been disposed of literally outside.
And then they were turned into water. And all the boxes of things. These names. That means... Oh, this is terrible.
It is. Right, here we go. Let's keep moving. Oh, that looks cool. What is that? Primordial water? Maybe?
Oh, look! There's an important looking basin over here. And it's full of water.
This must be the water from the Primordial Sea, but how did he find it in the first place?
That means this is where they make all the synth. And that special water is the main ingredient. If you dilute it with normal water, you'll get synth. But the pure stuff can dissolve a human. Paimon will take notes on this incriminating evidence.
Alright, Paimon, I'll leave it to you. Take the most detailed notes you can.
Let's see what's written here. Nothing escapes Detective Paimon's Callus. Navia's father. Oh, this seems to be an investigation report on him.
Oh, it's probably related to his and Jacques' case.
Yep, it's about finding someone to assassinate Jacques and Callus because of the lack of confidence that Jacques himself would go through with it.
It's
This
true!
should prove the existence of the third person, right?
Yeah. Is there anything else? No names or anything?
We still have not determined the exact content of the key information Callus has passed on to certain members of his organization. The old dog's a real menace to deal with. Even if he abides by the promise he's made to us, he will still have the upper hand.
So he did make a promise, I
He
knew
can
it.
act whenever he wants to make our lives miserable. The only option left is to remove him from the picture entirely.
That's crazy!
Let's send someone to kill him. He won't declare war as long as we don't touch Navia.
Oh my god.
Oh, seems like we've got a bunch of correspondence between the higher-ups.
No names though? They planned this well in advance.
They're all just so evil.
That's just how it is with criminals. Alright. Going on. There's stuff over here. Oh, look at all these
Whoa.
bottles!
There's so much synth here. And so many bottles of ingredients that probably just contain the waters of the primordial sea.
There are millions.
Mixing in progress. Ready to drink? Stock sample? Huh. They've also got all the synth pretty clearly labeled.
I mean, you would hope they would have things pretty organized.
Whoa,
It'd be
there's even fruit
really
flavors
bad if it wasn't. Well, it definitely proves that this is where they produce synth.
It's super obvious.
Okay. And now experiment table.
What's this over here? Looks like some kind of place for research. Experiment number 16 aims to verify Jacob Ingold's research conclusions on the primordial sea and use his theory as a foundation to achieve a breakthrough.
Ooh.
The experiment was a failure. No individual managed to resurface from the water from the primordial sea. Female specimens 22, 23, and 24 were dissolved.
Oh, how many people? Calm down, Paimon.
Sorry, Traveler. Paimon will try her best. It's just that Paimon's never read something so scary before. How can someone
Really?
write something that
After everything
terrible in
we've gone
such a
through?
matter-of-fact tone? You read the rest. Paimon's too scared to keep going.
Alright. The goal of the researcher is to save his lover, a woman called Vigneria, who was dissolved. Oh my god, don't tell me that all of this was because some man could not let go of the fact that his lover passed away.
So
I am
that's why he did
in
all
shock.
of these experiments.
Vasher, you dumbass.
Wait, did he
I
really
already
think
know
he'd
who
be
it
able
is.
to find a way just by dissolving people over and over? That's just insane.
There's another name here, Vasher. Uh-huh. I knew
Isn't
it.
that the name you heard by the fountain? Paimon thought he was an eyewitness in the serial disappearances case.
Nope. He was the researcher. I knew it!
Vache is the one who did all of these
I knew he was involved.
experiments?
Yeah, he signed off on a bunch of the experiment reports. The voice I heard from the fountain was probably Vigneria.
So that's it. Vache
Or
was
however
no
you pronounce that
victim,
name.
but personally took his lover and... No, that's not it either. If that's the case, why would he want people to resurface from the water?
My guess is that they were divers of some sort. His lover came in contact with the primordial sea water somehow while they were diving or something. And so he saw what happened. He was like, the rumors were true. I gotta research this so I can bring her back. Type of thing. I didn't say that! I didn't say I'm good! I'm just saying, you can check back in the VOD. I was guessing something along those lines. But there must be more to this than meets the eye.
In any case, Paimon will write it all down.
Alright, let's go.
We've looked at almost everything here, and it seems like our theories were spot
Ah, that's me. You're the one that's good? Oh my. Who really is Vasher? Probably.
We haven't found anything that reveals his true identity.
Probably. That one guy who's going under the name of the other name.
No wonder even Nervalette wasn't able to find anything.
For guessing that it's a Finka Denji
Whoever
thing.
it is probably destroyed everything to do with that name a long time ago.
It seemed pretty clear
That way,
considering that the
even if
name
we bring
Vasher
all
was
this
just
back to the opera, we won't be able to identify the
completely
true culprit.
erased. Clever, but maybe not clever enough. Let's look again.
Sure thing. Paimon won't admit defeat to this guy either.
Because there's no way that a name like that would just disappear off the records completely. Search for clues related to Vasher. Okay. Besides the investigation reports, there's also a lot of research materials here. It seems their experiments have been going on for a long time. But there's nothing here about Vasher's true identity. Okay. Oh, wait. I don't think the pool would have anything. Yeah, I don't think so. Okay. Probably has to do with the research notes, no? He didn't care how many victims he had to dissolve in his quest to bring his lover back to life, but there's nothing here on Vashera's true identity. Oh, maybe the clothes, actually. Hold on.
You take that side and Paimon will take this side. Check everything carefully. We'll find something for sure.
Okay. After some time.
Ugh. Nothing at all. And Paimon can't even find snacks either.
Girl, why were you looking for snacks down here? Hello? Paimon. I found it.
Whoa, really? Let Paimon see.
Oh, a purple notebook.
Isn't that Vashe's lover's name?
Yeah.
Then you found her diary. Let's see.
All right, let's find out the whole truth.
Aw, it's just a normal diary chronicling their love story. She was so sweet too. Oh, Paimon feels even worse for her now.
Take a look at this page. She made a list of baby names. Oh, was she pregnant? Girl, I cannot read that. What does that say?
So many. A whole page's worth. But they're all crossed out. The final name she decided on was Marcel.
Oh.
Wait, but Marcel's pretty old. Has this case been going on for so long that he's Vache and Venier's grown son?
No. Somehow I don't think that's the case. I think that the Vacher is taking his own son's name because his son died with his wife, probably. Anyways, I figured it out. Let's go.
Hey! Paimon still hasn't figured it out yet.
Girl, don't worry. We have to go. Because, Navia's in trouble. Back to the court case.
Whose image do you see, Marcel? Is it a man named Vache?
Oh, we're back at this point.
Oh, so you do know that name.
You snooze, you
really
lose.
surprised you'd suddenly say the name of someone I've never even heard of.
Lies.
I was waiting for you to say that.
Navia! We're back!
As expected of my partner. I just knew you'd return in the nick of time.
Barely.
Just how often do you intend to flout the rules of this court?
Hey, if it solves the case, then it doesn't matter, right?
It's all right, Monsieur Neuvillette. Given their confidence, I expect they've found the crucial evidence.
I have indeed. You said you've never heard of the name Vacher, but... Wait. Hold on. Poisson! It's back! I don't know if it's time to presume that. Is it really this?
But the truth of it, Marcel, is that you've always been Vache.
Oh, she spoke! That's how you know it's serious.
Huh?
We've investigated your lair and we already know everything. After your lover, Venier, was dissolved, you kept abducting young women to experiment on the hopes of bringing her back to you.
Tell them!
You even created Marcel as a new identity and destroyed all records of your past as Vache.
So that's it. Even the villains in opera performances rarely go that far.
But this isn't an opera.
And with that, Marcel's motive has now been established.
This information regarding your past also dismantles your prior timing defense.
Ooh.
Well, Marcel, do you know where you went wrong? You fixated your gaze on the lover that passed away, instead of paying attention to the living people around you.
Exactly.
So, you never noticed how we changed, or how we grew as individuals.
You also never understood Boss's real expectations for his daughter.
That's true!
Our determination to see things through.
Exactly.
Your determination.
Mr. Marcel, please speak up
He's
now
probably
if you
laughing
would
at
like
that
to
because he
defend
spent
yourself.
decades
Otherwise, the trial will move
trying
on
to figure
the
out the
next
truth
stage.
of the dissolving water.
Do you really think I wanted to do any of this?
Yeah? There's no way you would have gone that far.
Attention to you? What for? Have you ever paid attention to me? Ever empathized with my pain?
He's literally just
Ever
admitting
known how
things
it
at this
feels
point.
To watch the love of your life dissolve right in front of your eyes. No one helped me. No one even believed me. All those decades ago, even the officers from the Maison Gardiennage were laughing at me.
Oh, so he tried to bring it up
They
to
said
people.
There's no way a human being can turn into water. So I must have gone mad from grief. Vignier's death was brushed away by all of you as if it didn't matter at all.
Oh my.
Well, now you know, don't you? Ha! Well, it's too late now. All those who were dissolved are gone forever.
But what if they're not? Obviously, we saw his wife's dead soul in the Oceanid
You only
spirit.
have yourselves to blame.
So,
You set up this ornate opera house
yes,
in pursuit of your
but no.
so-called justice, your beloved drama, while turning a blind eye to the suffering of the people. Vignier is dead. We promised each other that we would always be together. Wherever she goes, I will follow.
Then why didn't you dissolve with
But
her?
I'm not
Why'd you
from
have
this
to bring others
plastic
into
place, so I can't be dissolved, no matter what I do.
Now, match a fan of Genshin, but I'll stay around. Hey, thanks for stopping by. No need to stick by though if you don't want to. Oh, he's crying. I just realized he's crying. Oh, he's dissolving. That was a joke.
From the primordial sea that he's drinking?
That was a joke. Oh wait, but you know what? If he's really from Sesnaya, then he really can't dissolve into water.
I can't dissolve. Can't dissolve. Can't dissolve.
Oh my god.
Do you all see? I can't go. I can't follow. So if I can't go where she is, what choice do I have but to try to bring her back?
This guy has gone 100% insane.
I did all of that, and in the end, that accursed Callus still got the better of me.
And now his daughter's got the better of you too. Let's go.
My entire life living on pins and needles, only to get stabbed by his idiot daughter at the
I'm
very
staying
end.
since my homie Soul Dipper is here. You know, there is a Discord that I
suspect
have
is
that you guys could
exhibiting signs
chat
of mental
in.
distress.
Maybe.
Guards,
At each other
please
on
restrain
Discord or
him.
something.
Don't touch me! Don't anybody come near me. I still need to save Vignier. A promise. We made a promise.
My guy. She has been gone for decades.
Vignier.
You have killed
Vignier.
lots of others in the process.
Please, Vignier.
Don't you think it's about time you, stopped?
All I want to do is fulfill our promise.
At this point, the verdict of this trial is clear. With Mr. Marcel's conviction, the charges against Mr. Tartaglia no longer have any basis.
You know, I have a feeling Childs is actually pretty sad about the fact that he doesn't get to fully fight Chlorine properly. This lip syncing feels like an old NX4 game. It's probably because the original dubbing is in Chinese. Just this one quote: "Know when you are defeated, accept your defecation." What? What? Oh my god. Also, I don't use Discord. I'm not that much of a degenerate. What do you mean degenerate? That's where a lot of people connect. Okay, if not Discord, there are plenty of other apps people can connect in.
Fine by me. I was in a bad mood, but after a show like that, I'm actually feeling pretty good.
Ah, never mind. He's fine.
Traveler, please submit all the evidence you have collected to the guards, so that I might review and summarize the truth behind the serial disappearances case.
You betcha. I got you. Nuvile for sets to review
The
and
man
file
now
all
known
evidence
as
records.
Marcel was originally named Vache, and worked as an adventurer with his partner and lover Vinier.
I'll let this go on
During an
autoplay.
underwater expedition, Vinier accidentally came into contact with water from the primordial sea and was dissolved in front of Vacher as a result. Vacher learned of the primordial water's existence through the work of others and began to kidnap young women
Discord's
for
name
research,
literally fits.
with the goal of discovering a method to restore Vinier back to life. To cover his tracks, he invented the new alias of Marcel and began to operate a business in Poisson. During the course of his research, Vacher discovered that a diluted concoction of water from the primordial sea can induce feelings of euphoria, and began to manufacture and market synth. However, as he accumulated wealth to fund his continued research and expanded the scope, he came into conflict with Spina di Rasula.
Oh.
After exchanging blows with Spina di Rasula for many years, Vacher decided to assassinate their president Callus at a banquet. Although the assassination did not go as Vacher expected, he was able to turn Callus into the murder suspect by dissolving the assassin he sent to the scene.
I can't believe he
And
set up
just
Callus
recently,
like that.
Vacher attempted to frame Linny as the culprit of the serial disappearances case.
Yeah, what the hell?
Using a similar method.
Also Linny
However, his
and
attempt to
Linny.
frame Linny failed, and the power of water from the primordial sea became public knowledge. This case also exposed enough of Vacher's machinations that he was eventually successfully charged in court.
Let's go!
Thus concludes the enigmatic history of the serial disappearances case, with the truth revealed to all.
Woohoo! Everyone, clap! Clap!
The Oratrice will now deliver the final verdict regarding the charges against Mr. Vacher.
Xavier's Renegade Angel is a classic. It's like watching a fever dream involving toilet humor. It has no real ending, leaving you with more questions than you started with, and that's what makes it good.
According
Oh my
to
god.
the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale,
D'Analyse?
Mr. Vacher is guilty.
Oh! We did it.
Take Vacher away.
We did it!
Good. It's what he deserves.
With that, the serial disappearances case is over now.
It
We
is.
really just witnessed history. Who would have thought the true culprit would be such a polite and well-spoken guy?
You never know what's hiding under the surface.
He's hurt so many innocent people and now he's finally getting what he deserves. Huh? Are you okay?
Well, he was someone that was close to her and considered her as a family member, so it's probably not great. Navia.
Demoiselle, you were absolutely brilliant.
The day our late boss had always hoped for has finally come. You can rest easy now, knowing justice has been served.
Yeah. Yeah. It's finally over. It's all thanks to you guys. And my partner.
Probably feels relieved that all those people that suffered also were brought to justice, though.
See, Papa? Spina di Rosula's still doing well with me at the helm.
Well now, hasn't this been a most delicious piece of drama? The villain has been caught, justice has been served, past wrongs have been righted, and it's a big ol' happy ending.
Unless the Fatui tries to pull something right now?
Since it's
Child,
been
I'm
such a
looking at
great
you.
show, I'll just let the false accusations against me slide. Either way, I've still got some business to attend to. So, if you'll excuse me...
Well, I guess since the case in Fontaine has been closed, then the next one that will be opened up is probably because of the Fatui.
Please wait just one moment, Mr. Tartaglia.
Oh?
Ugh, what now? None of this has anything to do with me.
According to court protocol, since this trial was initiated due to a charge against you, a verdict must also be made regarding the initial charge before the trial can conclude.
Oh my.
Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? Haven't you already caught the real criminal? Isn't it time for side characters like me to exit stage left?
Please respect the laws of Fontaine. This has always been the rule.
All right, but this sure is a lot of hassle. All I need to do is stand over there, right? Let's just get this over with.
Alright, let's clear up any confusion there was. I thought I was done
evidence
too.
presented in the public trial that was just held, it has been established that Mr. Tartaglia has no direct connection to the serial disappearances case. The guilty party has been identified, and thus it is logical to suppose Mr. Tartaglia is innocent of the charges. We now turn to the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale to render the final verdict on the charges.
Alright.
According to the judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale...
Oh my god, okay. Wait, what? Wait, I skipped. What? What do you mean he's guilty?
What?
Hey, hey! That's not funny! Didn't you just say I'm supposed to be innocent? What's with this verdict? Is your justice machine malfunctioning?
Guilty, but maybe not for the thing. Maybe not for the thing that they're charging him for.
This has never happened before. The Oratrice actually returned a different verdict from the Chief Justice.
Wait, huh?
I mean, have you ever heard of an innocent Fatui Harbinger?
I mean, that...
Do you think the Oratrice might have just convicted him on general principle?
You know what? That's what I was thinking.
But weren't the charges about the serial disappearances case? No matter what else he's guilty of, it shouldn't affect the verdict in this case, right?
So Child has been declared guilty by the Oratrice. Just what is going on here?
The judgment of the Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinale is, by law, the final verdict of the court. We must accept the guilty verdict.
Can he still duel to the death?
Guards, please take the suspect into custody per court protocol.
Wait, Nouvelle, are we not gonna question anything? Hello? Oh, here we go. He's not
So
gonna
this is
leave
how
here
justice
without,
is done in Fontaine.
without a fight.
What a
Oh my
joke.
god.
You've got your rules. Well, I've got mine too!
Get him! Get him! Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him! Sheesh! Let's go! It's been so long since I've seen this form! Woo! Oh no!
I am sorry. If you have been wronged, we will find the truth.
Oh
But
shit!
the rules of the court
The
must be
choreographed fight scenes in Genshin never get old. They always are so well made, right? Oh my god, Child managed to nick him. Holy crap. Can't believe he really knocked him out while he was activating his foul legacy.
Hey, Monsieur Novelette, what's going on?
Holy crap, that's crazy.
Apologies. This is also the first time I've encountered such a situation. However, according to the rules established at the conception of Fontaine's court system, the Oratrice's judgment is the final verdict of the court.
So like, what is going on? Did someone finally manage to tamper with the Oratrice?
All I do is follow court procedure. As for why the Oratrice arrived at the conclusion it did, you should probably ask someone more knowledgeable than me.
Alright, Foodie, now, what the hell did you do? If even the Chief Justice doesn't know, then we have no choice but to ask the Archon herself.
Why are you looking at me? I had nothing to do with it!
Girl, I don't believe you for 1 second.
I don't know what happened there either.
Why does the judge sound like Matt
staring
Mercer?
at me!
Maybe because he is Matt Mercer.
What does Lady Farina mean by that?
No, I'm not actually sure about that. I would look that up in the Genshin VA wiki if you want to.
She says she has no idea either? But that's impossible. Didn't she create the Oratrice herself?
Probably not her, but the previous Archon.
Yeah, so are the verdicts reliable or not? Can results like this really be called justice?
Spill the beans, Fudina.
My dearest citizens, did you really think we'd allow an incorrect verdict verdict to be handed out in this court? Did you really believe that the judgment could be mistaken or be the result of some sort of random mishap?
Yeah, I think that's what most people think.
Don't tell me. You thought even I had been blindsided by the Oratrice's result.
Nubile, look, I'm searching up Nubile's voice actor right now. Never mind. His voice actor is apparently Ray Chase, whoever that is. Let me confirm things again with behind the voice actors. Hold on. Nope. It is Ray Chase, not Matt Mercer.
But the way she looked just now, it was pretty obvious she had no idea what was going on.
Foodiness sounds so sassy. Would definitely. What does that stand for?
However, given the state of things,
my brain is not computing right now.
I shall give you an explanation. Everything that just took place, including my supposed shock and bafflement, was a part of an elaborate performance, with every action meant to stir up drama and excitement.
I feel like she's trying to cover something up here.
And, of course, for every
Ride the
performance,
lightning.
there is a script. Everything
Okay.
has unfolded exactly as
And what
I
does that
expected
mean?
from the very beginning. As the embodiment of the very concept of justice, the Oratrice shall never render an arbitrary judgment!
It's Kai's Overdrive and Guilty Gear. It's also the name of Sin's Overdrive.
If you thought Child
I
had
am
nothing to do with the
unknowledgeable
serial
about
disappearances
Guilty Gear
case,
stuff.
it is only because you've been blinded by the superficial appearance of innocence. Everything he's done, not to mention the danger he poses, are beyond ordinary comprehension and completely unforgivable!
So you're telling me you set this thing up?
All shall be revealed in time. You will come to understand my noble intentions, as well as the absolute correctness of the Oratrice's verdict.
So you're telling me you rigged this? Poor child.
Now, having said that, although I hate to leave things
You're gonna send the
hanging
GIF in the
suspense,
Discord for what?
It is now time for this performance to end. As the lead actress,
For
I shall
Guilty
be
Gear?
the first to take my leave. Toodaloo!
Girl, come back here. You have not explained anything.
So she chose to make her escape after all, did she?
Oh my god. I guess this continues
so
in Act 3.
We shouldn't put much stock into what she just said?
If it's anything bad, I might have to delete it, Soul Dipper,
performance to
just letting
save
you know.
face. As for the truth, it's unlikely that she actually has any idea.
Way to pull the rug out from under her. So either she tampered with something, or someone
However,
else
please
tampered
be
with
assured
something,
that I will continue
or
to investigate this case in a personal capacity.
something else is happening
Just
here.
as I promised, if the judgment has been incorrect, we will do our utmost to clear his name.
Well, duh, hello?
Alright. Even though we feel pretty badly for him, we'll take your word for it for now. After all,
The series of
he's
cases is
done
not
plenty
over,
of
everyone.
bad
We are
stuff.
not done here.
So he should have known he'd go to prison someday, right?
We should have known he'd go to prison someday, right? Way to have faith in him. That's actually hilarious. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? That was pretty exciting. We got to see two cool cutscenes. I think I'll leave it at there for now, but now I'm curious to see what this whole RTL thing is about, so let me switch screens real quick. Okay, let's switch to the chatting screen. Let me mute audio output capture real quick, and then let me actually leave the game so I don't accidentally like mess with something that I shouldn't mess with. Hold on. One moment. Bad idea? What do you mean bad idea? Too late. Oops. Oh, I see. That's cool. that's cool. There's nothing much to RTL, it's just simple and honest. Overdrive move, I see. So, with the reference you were making with Fudina earlier, was it just... I don't think I want to think about it too much. Anyways, thank you so much to everyone who stopped by today's stream. I think I'm gonna end this soon. Actually, no, I have to end this soon. I actually extended over the time that I meant to for today's stream a little bit. So, anyways, again, thank you so much for visiting today's stream. That was really fun. I honestly expected it to be a lot chiller because I thought after the last Archon quest that we would be able to have just a chill period, but no, we got thrust into all the drama once again, which is fine. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. So, thank you so much for visiting my corner of the forest. Wait, before I leave, hold on. Fun fact, you can just check the desktop wiki to see the attacks. Arc system, works fighting game, characters, frame data. Oh, okay. Is that what you guys are talking about? Okay, anyways. Again, thank you for visiting this little corner of the internet. And I hope you guys all have a wonderful day or night wherever you may be. I will see you all tomorrow for some more murder mystery solving with Danganronpa, so I guess there's that. And bye-bye!